threats.
Slap me in the face, you know.
Mate, you've not got what it takes.
Anger.
Don't, sir, don't.
Desperation.
Dad, I need to find £2,000 within 5 minutes.
What happens when debt
I'm not even paying a penny of it.
tracks you down?
Don't open the gates, mate. We'll force entry.
Up and down the UK,
Can somebody come to the door, please?
we see Britain's most resilient High Court enforcement agents
We need immediate police assistance.
dealing with every debtor's worst nightmare.
It's not a wake-up call most people want.
Because if you can't pay,
Doesn't have a penny, doesn't own anything.
they'll take it away. Figures from a leading debt charity show that the value of total personal debt in the UK has risen by nearly £30 billion over the first half of 2017. A third of people who took part in a recent survey have seen an increase in their debts as a result of the rising cost of living. 1 in 3 admit that they rely on credit to get by every month. High Court enforcement agents Stuart McCracken and Elmore Victor are in Whitefield, Manchester. They have a writ to collect a debt of just under £4,000 owed by former pub landlord Paul Kirsch to a firm of architects.
Let's go see if he's in.
Let's hope he's in.
But this isn't the first time Stuart has tried to enforce this writ. Last time, Mr. Kirsch said he couldn't pay immediately, and so was given 24 hours to clear his debt. But he didn't pay.
Beautiful house.
Let's go. Is this what they refer to as Manchester Sunshine?
Now the agents need to get this case resolved for good, one way or another. With no answer, the agents go to investigate round the back of the house.
Hello?
Finding an open door, they make peaceful entry.
Is anybody in? Hello, Mr. Kirsch.
Mr. McCracken, I Court enforcement agent.
Yeah, okay.
I'll just stand outside. No, I'll be standing here at the moment, sir.
Please, Mr. Stand outside.
No, I'll be standing here at the moment, sir. Just regarding this issue, sir.
Please give his girlfriend's house. I'm not living here.
Despite his claims, this is where the notice of enforcement has been sent to, and where Stuart met Mr. Kirsch on his previous visit. Stuart makes his position clear.
We're here now to collect a balance of £3,916. If not, we are instructed to remove goods. I'll give you 15 minutes to try and raise the funds. If not, we will have to go around the property, sir, to...
Opportunity to ring somebody.
Yeah, do that then. No problem.
If you're not going
I'll
to
wait.
leave the house, sit down.
I'll be right near,
please
sir.
give me the opportunity.
Okay, I'll give you that opportunity. I'll give you 15 minutes, sir.
You can't just give me 15 minutes.
I can't do, sir.
It's not my address.
Sorry, you keep saying that.
I spoke to citizens' advice.
Yeah.
You can only take things that belong
That's
to
right,
me.
sir. Okay.
This is not my television.
Right.
This is not my couch.
Okay.
This is not my house.
Yeah.
We're looking after the dogs.
Right,
Because the
you
dog's sick and he's got it is ill. So I said I'd stay with the dog.
If you want to make a phone call and arrange a payment, that will be the end of the matter.
While Mr. Kirsch starts to make some calls, Stuart hunts around for evidence that the debtor is more than just the house sitter he claims to be. But Mr. Kirsch has other ideas.
How can you go wandering into another room? Can you hear what I'm saying?
I can hear what you're saying, sir,
So why are
yes.
you stopping me from making the phone call?
I'm not stopping you at all. I'm not stopping you at all. I'm not stopping you. I'm not stopping you at all. I'm not stopping you at all.
Stand there where I can
Sir,
see you.
you can see me through the window.
No, I want you to
Sir.
stand there. You can't just wander in somebody
Sir,
else's
right,
house.
I'm going to make it clear to you. If you're not happy with what we're doing, ring the police.
What are you doing there? How can you look at somebody else's information?
trying to look, sir.
Right, please don't look at it.
I can do.
No,
Why?
you can't.
Why? What have you got to hide?
Nothing.
You've got nothing
I've
to hide,
to
sir.
hide.
Okay, so I'll just continue having a look through here then.
You will find that any information to do with me in this building
Yeah.
has nothing to do with me.
Okay, that's fine. That's no
Right.
problem at all. But sadly, I can't take your word for that.
But then Vic spots a letter in Mr. Kirsch's name, sent to this address.
Address here, Mr. Kirsch.
I told you that I've been staying with my girlfriend and I'm looking after the dog.
So you're staying here?
No, I'm not living here. It's not my address.
And here's another letter here, sir. Royal Mail. Mr.
Yeah.
Paul Kirsch. Why did your post come
Because
here?
I asked to send some post here.
Right, sir, come on.
No, I'm telling you the
Come
truth. Please, you not continue looking, taking the information. What are you doing?
Taking photos.
Honest to God, not my address.
You're digging yourself in a hole.
No,
sir.
I'm not giving myself in a
Look,
hole.
some evidence here, Paul. Let's not go around in circles. Let's get this thing sorted out, right?
I'm
Let's...
trying to get it sorted out.
Don't raise your
But
voice.
you're then trying to be awkward with me.
I'm not
I'm
trying to be
telling
awkward
you,
with you
it's
at
not
all.
my home.
Okay.
Do I stay here? Yes. Do I look after the dogs? Yes.
Does your post come here? Yes.
The agents now have good reason to believe that this is Mr. Kirsch's current home. Stuart's patience starts to run out. With the debtor getting more irate, he needs to get this case back on track.
Let's just nip it in the bud now, sir, okay? Give it till 11:15 to try
Yeah.
and make some calls, try and get sorted out. Then
I'm trying to, but I don't feel comfortable you rooting around, and I'm telling you that I don't own this house.
Yeah, but there's
and the
posts
property in this house does not belong to me.
Okay. Right. Let's try and get it sorted, Paul.
Not answering the phone, so all I can do is keep ringing.
Like I said, sir, we've still got time.
We always give the defendant time to raise the funds because it's a big shock. As you can imagine, someone knocking your door with a piece of paper saying, if you don't pay, we will take goods away. So we always try and work with defendants, give them time to ring a family member or a friend, because we all know someone that most probably can help us.
The clock is ticking. Mr. Kirsch now has 15 minutes to find the £4,000 he owes, or the agents will have no choice but to remove any goods belonging to him from the house.
You've got the order with the value on it.
Here's a copy for you, sir.
I need to make you aware, sir, if we do start taking control of goods, the balance does go up.
I don't want you to remove the goods.
No,
I want
wait.
to make the payment. Give me an opportunity to make
I
the
don't think
payment.
we are at the moment.
Wait, can I give you £100?
No.
Right, what can I give you then?
The very minimum they would accept is 50%. That is £2,000. We can't put an offer forward for less than 50%. But we need to know a guarantee figure.
There's no point in ringing up a figure, sir, until you can raise it.
Up to the claimant at the end of the day to accept it.
Yeah.
I swear to you, that this debt, I have every intentions of paying it because you people do not go away. You're like a rubber band. You're just going to bounce back again. The only way that you're going to bounce and not come back is if you get paid. Right, I get that.
Defendants will throw all sorts of smoke screens at us, but once they've realised they've used all their excuses, all their reasonings, they then think, right, well, I need to try and get this sorted as quickly as possible. It can be music to our ears sometimes when a defendant says, I know it's owed, I need to raise some funds, can you give me a bit of time to try and raise something? That's something that we want to hear on every job.
Mr. Kirsch's time to raise some funds is almost up. With no sign of payment, the agent's only option is to start looking for assets to seize.
So I'm just going to go look around the property.
No,
sir,
excuse me,
in regards
I don't want
to
you to
taking
walk
control
around
of
the
goods.
property, excuse
I will
me.
be, sir.
Sir,
I will
Daniel,
be,
we're
sir.
going to stop in the actions to make a payment.
Excuse me, I don't want you, you're not
So I'm
allowed
gonna
to go
do-
around
Yeah, we are,
walking around
sir.
the property.
Of course I am.
It's not your house, it's not your...
Sir.
Excuse me, please. Please don't start, please.
Sir.
Give me the opportunity to
Right.
deal with the situation. I understand your sincerity of your situation.
At the
I
moment,
understand
sir,
your job,
okay.
but please don't go
So,
wandering
at
around
the
the
moment,
house.
With Mr. Kirsch now obstructing the agents from carrying out their lawful duties, the case has reached a stalemate. Stuart and Vic will have to use all their negotiating skills to get the £4,000 they came for. High Court enforcement agents Stuart McCracken and Elmore Victor are in Whitefield, Manchester, to collect a debt of just under £4,000.
Is this what they refer to as Manchester Sunshine?
The debtor, Paul Kirsch, claimed he didn't live at the address.
Please go to the girlfriend's house.
Then he said he couldn't pay the full amount he owed.
Can I give you £100?
No.
But when the agent started an inventory of goods, tempers started to fray.
It's not your house, it's not your...
Sir.
Excuse me, please. Please don't start, please.
Sir.
Give me the opportunity to deal with the situation.
Now, Stuart must make it clear that he has every right to start listing goods for removal if Mr. Kirsch doesn't make an offer of payment.
Please don't go
sir,
wandering
at
around
the
the
moment,
house.
okay, I'm
Yeah.
here now to assess your
It's
goods.
not my
okay?
property.
But you're here, sir.
No,
Okay?
I'm here.
So what I'll do
Yes.
is, I'll give you another 15 minutes to try and raise the funds.
I've not got it.
Paul.
I've not got it.
Paul.
Right now.
It's 11:30 now, so
saying-
I'll give it till 11:45 and then we will have to do an inventory.
With a second deadline set, Stuart has given Mr. Kirsch a final chance. Raise the money now or lose any assets in the house belonging to him. Mr. Kirsch gets straight back on the phone.
Hello? Just 1 second.
Yeah.
My brother-in-law's on the phone and he says that can you ring somebody and check that if you can accept £2,000 as a payment?
We can do, yes, that's not a problem.
So can you pay £2,000 on your behalf?
Can you pay £2,000 on my behalf? Yes, he's saying.
Okay, no problem. I'll make a quick call now. There's no signal in here, so I'll have to go outside.
The balance, can you raise it in 30 days from today?
Yeah, I've got to find £2,000 in 30 days.
So that's the offer, Stuart. £2,000 a day, balance in 30 days.
Let's see what I can do, mate. Let's see what they say.
Stuart goes outside to call the office to see if the offer of a £2,000 down payment from Paul's brother-in-law, together with an agreement to pay off the balance, is acceptable to the claimant.
His friends can pay £2,000 today. And then he's going to try and clear the balance in 30 days. Would you be able to check with the claimant, see if he'll accept that?
Yep, okay. I'll get on to the client, I'll give you a call.
No problem, mate. Speak to you shortly.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, no.
It's very important to have a strong family network. I do feel for people that don't have that family network and don't have people to call, because you really are on your own. But on the other side of it, we're seeing more and more families coming together to try and help. Getting help from the family, it's only going to make you stronger.
15 minutes later, the office calls Vic.
2,000 today and the balance in 30 days, just to confirm. Yeah, okay, thank you very much, Mike. All right, cheers, Jay, bye-bye.
The claimant accepts the offer.
The gentleman's going to make the payment on your behalf.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you our office number and you can phone them directly. What we're saying here is basically balance of £1,916.24 to be paid by the 6th of July. You need to sign out that you agree with that and that you're going to stick to it. There, sir.
Right, we'll leave you to it, Paul. Brilliant.
Thank you.
All right, Paul, see you later.
It's a good result for the agents. But if Mr. Kirsch doesn't pay the money he owes within 30 days, they'll be back.
I'm not going to lie, Vic, I feel quite honoured by that. You just don't give up. You're like an elastic band once you...
Come back, you keep on coming back.
I've been called many things, but never an elastic band.
A recent survey has revealed that young adults in the UK are coming under increasing financial pressure. On average, 25 to 34-year-olds have a disposable income of just over £200 per month. And nearly 40% receive financial help from their parents. High Court enforcement agents Matt Highway and Gary Ball are in Kings Norton, Birmingham.
As always, we've got our instructions from Her Majesty the Queen.
Yeah.
We'll carry them out.
They have a writ to collect almost £10,000 owed by Daniel Hutchins to a car finance company.
It's another big one, this, mate. It's a few £100 off 10 grand. Big money to find.
Mr. Hutchins was paying for a new car he bought in instalments, but fell behind with his payments.
We're going to see what we can do, shall we?
Yep, see if he's in.
The finance company took Mr. Hutchins to court and won, and now he must pay the money he owes in full today.
Hello there. Can I speak to Daniel Hutchins, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
He's just in his boxers. Can you just put some clothes on?
Oh, is he? Yeah, of course, yeah.
Still in his boxers at 11:30.
Hiya, mate, you all right? Daniel, yeah?
Yeah.
How you doing, mate?
Yeah, not bad.
Should we come have a chat, yeah?
Yeah,
all right.
of course.
I'm Matt Highway, High Court Enforcement. Gary Ball.
How you doing? You all right, yeah?
We're about a High Court writ, mate. Does this relate to a car, does it?
Yeah. Car
finance.
finance.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a lot of money, innit? I haven't got the money to pay it, you know, and like I'm not working at the moment.
Anybody can help you with this or not?
I've got I ain't got no one to help me. Like I ain't spoke to my mum for like 7 months. My dad won't be able to help.
So you're ordered to attend the property to either collect payment from you or to look at seizing goods?
Yeah.
This is actually my house, so he's only recently just moved
I've just moved in, you know, yeah.
This is me and the kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
What the situation is there, unfortunately, is that because this is the address named on the writ, the onus should be on you to prove that the items belong to yourself. So if you do have receipts or invoices for them, we'll have a look.
While Daniel starts looking for sales receipts, Matt tries to find out more about the case.
Well, what's happening here?
I was just this little chick.
How long ago was this debt from, Dan? When did you have the car?
Basically, they took the car off me.
After they repossessed it?
Yeah. I lost my job, which made me not keep payments on my car. They took the car.
What car was it?
Insignia. The car was originally like £8,000 or something. But somehow, even though I paid £5,000 and they've took the car, they're saying I still owe like £7,000. But I don't get how that works.
Daniel can't seem to find any receipts for the goods in the house, but he's keen to show Matt some other documents.
So I've got loads of debt letters, but they're all chasing me for them, but I can't afford to pay them yet. I'm not, like, because I'm not working, you can have a look around the house, it's not going to be nothing worth taking. I've got a van outside, but it's not going to be no use yet.
I'll have a look in a sec, mate. You're pretty honest with me, aren't you? I don't disbelieve what you're saying to me, so, yeah.
It's clear that Daniel has fallen on hard times, but the agents are duty-bound to search the house for anything of value that could be seized to offset his debt.
I'm going to have a look round and then we'll sort it out from there, all right?
Yeah.
Charge it up more for me.
To be fair, this is a palace compared to some of the houses we're going to, don't worry.
There doesn't appear to be anything here of value. But then Matt discovers a letter from the Crown Court. It throws a new light on the case.
What's all this breaching suspended sentence stuff, mate? What's going on with that?
I went to Crown Court the other day because I breached my community service. If I breach one more in 6 weeks, and I get 12 months in jail.
What's you playing that, man? Get it sorted.
I'm off tag like 2 weeks ago. I'm tagged for 11 months.
There's only one way that's leading, isn't there, really? You know what I mean?
It was somebody originally that owed me money, and I found out where he lived, and then me and my mate went in his house without his permission and take all of my money's worth out his house. Kind of like what you're doing without the licence.
Yeah, you have to get us to do that, mate. We can do that legally.
And then I got nicked for it.
It seems that Daniel's conviction is at the root of all his money troubles.
So were you working when you took this finance out then?
I was a bin man. They come and arrested me from work, and then my gaffer turned around and said, look, obviously we're happy with your work and everything, but like, because of the council, we can't, you're going to be working around us, so we physically got literally bound to you.
So that bit of daftness really has cost you quite dear, hasn't it, really?
Everything cost me everything.
Often as a High Court enforcement agent, half of your job is an enforcement agent and half of it is a social worker. We will hear the full story about what the defendant's been through recently, been through in his life, what his situation is like at the moment, and they'll open up to you with these truths about their life in order to explain why they're in the position they're in. What it does for us is it builds a picture of where they are and how likely they are to pay this debt off.
With no sign of payment and nothing to take in the house, Matt needs to double-check the value of Daniel's van.
Is that the wheels? This one's yours, is it?
Yeah.
It's not worth £9,000, is it?
No.
Are you going for white or grey?
That door only opens from the inside as well.
There's nothing in there. With the best will in the world, that van's not going to cover us, is it, really?
I know.
At auction, the van would fetch less than £100. It's becoming clear that an affordable payment plan is the only way to get this case resolved today. But first, Matt needs to carefully assess Daniel's financial situation.
We can get this onto an arrangement then, Dan. What are you suggesting? Weekly or monthly?
We got paid $114 a week between us. So it's a lot of money as well. It's not even like it's a small amount of money. So I don't want to offend you by offering you a stupid little amount.
You get benefits, or?
Yeah.
What do you want?
JSA.
So it's $114 a week as a joint claim, yeah? All right. What other debts have you got?
Loads, mate. Loads. Honestly. For what? It's all my past. Like, I phoned up on one for like nearly 700 quid. I got a couple of old parking tickets that I didn't pay for ages, and it's gone up to hundreds of pounds. I've got another kiddies one, but I can't think of what it is. Altogether, I've got about 14 grand worth of debt, but when you're not working...
Yeah.
It's clear that Daniel is in life-changing levels of debt, so Matt decides to offer him a lifeline.
So, to get this sorted, mate, what I suggest we do, in light of your benefits, you know, job seekers and that, until things improve, we'll set it up at the lowest they'll allow me to, which is £50 a week.
I'm going to be honest with you, mate, it's probably going to bounce.
You can't make 50 quid a week with your window cleaning?
Yeah, I will try, yeah.
Gary calls the office to see if the client will accept a repayment plan of just £50 a week to pay off Daniel's nearly £10,000 debt.
Alison, can you have a look at a job, mate? He's currently on job seekers allowance, £114 a week. So he's offering £50 per week. Can you put that to the client, can you, and get back to us?
No problem.
Cheers,
I'll speak to you
Alison.
in a minute.
No worries, mate.
Bye.
Chat. People do hide debts from themselves, hide debts from, you know, the people they live with. And when they've got two enforcement agents knocking at the door, I think it's a big wake-up call for them, and they have to deal with the situation.
5 minutes later, the office calls back.
Hello.
Hi, Gary, it's Alison. I've spoken to a client who's agreed to £50 per week.
Yeah.
On the understanding that review every 3 months, just to hopefully still keep up with it, okay?
No worries, I'll pass that on. Thanks a lot. Cheers, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Do you hear that, Don? Yeah, they've accepted it. However, they're going to do a 3-monthly review on it. Yeah. So if you do get a job, obviously you'll be earning more then, so...
Yeah, of course.
They'd obviously want more, so...
Yeah, man, no problem.
Well, you're going to have to get out, mate. Get out in the van and get some money, mate. You got things to sort out now. You got family and missus around you. You've got to sort it out. That's the arrangements in place, all right? Yeah. Any issues, give me a call. That's my mobile number there, all right?
Yeah.
So any problems at all, give me a shout. Cheers, Dan. Take care. Ta-da, mate.
See you later.
The case may be resolved for now, but as it's going to take Daniel almost 4 years to pay off his debt, there may be tough times ahead.
He's got a lot going on, hasn't he? He's got a lot going on. I mean, that suspended sentence hanging over him.
I lost my job because I'd done something stupid and ended up basically getting arrested like a donut, like just making bad decisions. Got off with the man of the house now and stop messing about, start paying my debts and it fixed my life. But not take out stupid car finances or things that I can't afford.
Faced with a sensitive situation, Matt and Gary got the best result they could. But in Stuart and Vic's next case...
That's my fucking...
No, it's fine. No, it's fine.
Fucking do one then.
What do you mean do one?
Fucking bell end.
Yeah. All right. All right.
Fucking bosh.
All right, mate. See you later.
They meet a landlord
Every day there's someone trying to scam you from something.
on the losing side of a bitter dispute with his tenants.
Trashed the house, robbed the cooker.
Since 2007, landlords in the UK have been legally obliged to register their tenants' deposits with a government-backed tenancy deposit scheme. Landlords can't now keep the money in their personal accounts. However, the number of disputes over returning deposits to tenants rose to nearly 30,000 last year. (8 a.m). High Court enforcement agents Stuart McCracken and Elmore Victor are in Liverpool. They're here to collect almost £5,000 owed by landlord Richard Downs to 2 former tenants.
Early morning start, Vic.
As always.
Why are we in Liverpool, Vic, this morning? Or why have you brought me here?
We are going to visit Mr. Richard Downs. Outstanding balance is £4,941.
The debtor, Mr. Downs, failed to give the tenants their deposit back after they moved out of his property.
There's that house in the corner, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's go and have a chat.
The case was escalated to the High Court, and now Mr. Downs must pay back the money he owes in full today.
Good morning, you okay? I'm after Richard. Richard Downs. He's not here. He does live here, though, doesn't he?
Just woke me up.
All right, okay.
Been on late all night.
Oh, I do apologise. He does live here, though, doesn't he?
He does. Why? What's wrong with him?
Right, okay. Well, we're High Court enforcement agents. Are you able to give him a quick call?
No, I've just told you. Look, I've just... Well, you can see you've just woke me up.
Right, well, we need to speak to him.
You want me to get hold of him?
If you can, yeah. That'd be great.
The woman goes to fetch her phone, and the agents make peaceful entry into the house.
Is it your son or your husband? What's the relationship?
My son. Don't be walking in my house, love.
No, we'll be waiting here.
We'll wait here. We won't go any
Yeah,
further.
I won't let no one go in with no shoes on.
Yeah.
Put the shoes
Do you want me to close the door for the eating or leave it open?
Yeah, you know.
We'll stay here for the minute. Is he in work?
He goes out early, love. He goes out early.
Mr. Downs' mother gets him on the phone.
You better get round here. I've got two guys here.
Is he on his way, is he? Do you know how far he is? I don't know where he is.
I wouldn't like to be doing your type of job, love.
Well, some people disagree.
Someone has to do it, yeah. Someone has to do it, but I tell you what, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure the claimant feels exactly the same. Debt follows you around. It affects other people, not just the people that we're after. They're involved whether they like it or not. It's heartbreaking in a way.
2 minutes later, Mr. Downs arrives. But instead of coming inside to speak to the agents, he phones his mother.
Yeah. It's a High Court, Rick.
You want to speak to him?
There you go, mate. There's the case there.
Hi, good morning. Is that Richard Downs?
Speaking, yeah. This is what happened. I've got a counterclaim against them, waiting to be dealt with now.
At the moment, sir, I'll explain to you. It's a CCJ against yourself, a county court judgment, right? Because it's not been paid, they've transferred that CCJ to the High Court, right? We've got now a writ of control here today to execute. The outstanding balance is £4,941. All money paid today is held for 14 days. You can still have a counterclaim. I've got no problem with that, but we need payment on this case today, sir.
Well, listen, it's impossible because the money wasn't there to be paying you today, for starters, because we got a counterclaim for over £3 grand.
We will have to remove goods then, sir.
You won't be moving no goods, mate.
We instructed under the High Court. It's a writ of control, sir, and it's at this address.
Listen, I am a respectable landlord, yeah? Respectable landlord. This claim got lodged weeks and weeks back, and I'm waiting to hear back from it. I've had no notice to pay yous in full, right? I'm going to get the solicitor on the phone now because this isn't right.
I can talk to solicitor, but he's not going to change the situation.
Finally realising the seriousness of the situation, Mr. Downs rushes in.
I'll show you my ID first, mate. My name is Mr. Victor. I'm a High Court enforcement agent. That's my colleague, Mr. McCracken. It's a High Court writ. I appreciate you got a counterclaim, but at the moment, this balance...
We've had no notice of yous, of the court, to pay yous in full.
That's the notice of his horse was sent on the 5th of the 11th. We won't be here by law if it hasn't been sent.
No, it hasn't had to come through my door, that.
What's actually regarding?
Every day there's someone trying to scam me from something. They're just opportunists, the tenants. Tenants in my house, moved in 2009, left in 2012, trashed the house, robbed the kuchen. Because I never put a deposit in a DPS, the judge granted them,
Because Mr. Downs didn't put his tenant's deposit in a government-registered scheme, the judge found against him, and he must pay in full today.
I'm in a position to pay $4 grand though, so...
We need the payment in full. That is the bottom line. That's what's been instructed. If not, we have to remove goods.
With payment looking unlikely, Stuart goes outside to take a look at the van Mr. Downs arrived in. But a neighbour has spotted him from an upstairs window.
Hey, you. That's not even yours yet.
You what, mate? What do you mean?
It's not yours. Shut the door.
Whose is it? Whose is it? Whose is it?
Shut the door on the van.
Whose is it?
Never mind whose it is. Shut the
Whose is it?
van. It's mine, so shut
Okay.
the door on the van.
Yeah, no problem, mate.
I'm fucking off my fucking path now.
Is this your van, is
Yeah,
it?
it is my van. So
No problem. No, that's fine. No problem. If it's your van, that's fine. No problem.
That's my fucking
No, it's
van.
fine. No, it's fine.
Fucking do one then.
What do you mean, do one?
Bell ends.
Yeah. All right. All right. All right, mate. See you later.
But as Mr. Downs arrived home in the van, Stuart is suspicious of the man's claims. So he calls the office to see if it's free of finance.
Hi, Nicky. Can someone do HPI for me, please? Yes. Under 1,350 quid. Okay. Cheers, John. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.
The vehicle is free of finance and can be seized. So now Stuart needs to confirm his suspicions that it does in fact belong to Mr. Downs.
Have you got documents for the vehicle?
Yeah, the documents.
Yeah, because obviously we've seized that vehicle now. It will be removed.
You just took my vehicle?
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's still here.
It's still here, but we've taken control of it.
So, to take the vehicle just to get you out my ear for now and go from there, cool.
It appears that the van is the debtor's, but its value doesn't come close to clearing the £5,000 owed. So the agents may have to seize assets from the house to offset the balance.
But we're here to take control of goods as well, so it'll be in the property as well. We will be removing goods.
But then a friend of Mr. Downs arrives, and it appears he's willing to pay some of the debt.
Hey, can you take half of the money
Give
out?
half the money now and then come back for half.
It needs to be the full balance.
We've been
guys.
instructed by the full
I know you're trying to source it out.
Listen, I'll give you cash now, half cash now. But come back with the other half.
All right, if you got half cash, can you pay the other half on your card? I haven't got a card.
So look, we get half and then when can you come back for the other half? When you come back tomorrow?
We can't. We're here today for the full balance. I appreciate you want to help your friend, but we instructed to collect the full balance or take control of goods, which means removing goods.
What is it now?
4941.
Mr. Downs and his friend leave to try and get the rest of the money.
We can usually tell if someone's going to return with the cash because they've made the effort to come all the way down. They know the situation, they know why we're there, they know what's going to happen if they don't make the payment, and then they've offered to help the friend. So, in my opinion, the last thing they want to do is let the friend down.
Just moments later, Mr. Downs and his friend come back.
So how much is it?
4941.
And they've bought a bundle of cash.
Let's quickly count this out, guys, and then we'll leave you to it.
Thanks to the help of his friend, Mr. Downs' debt is paid off in full.
135, yes, spot on.
All your details are in there, what you need. Paperwork, copy of the writ.
There you go, guys. Got the details in there.
All right, guys.
The agent's perseverance has paid off.
Result?
Yeah, cracking work, Vic. Cracking work.
Recent research shows that there are currently almost 5 million self-employed workers in the UK, and in the last year alone, they contributed over 250 billion to the economy. However, 4 in 10 self-employed workers can't afford to save any money at all each month, making them more likely to fall into serious debt. 7 a.m. High Court enforcement agents Gareth Short and Mitch Starr are in Swindon, Wiltshire, to enforce a writ against self-employed builder Martin Riley.
Where are we off now, Ed? Off into Swindon, mate, to visit Martin Riley. £2,060.49.
Mr. Riley fitted a kitchen in the claimant's home, but she was unhappy with the standard of his work.
Any notes on it? Apparently he's in dispute to have the cake set aside, but hasn't paid the court fee yet.
The claimant hired another builder to finish the job and then got a county court judgment issued against Mr. Riley to recoup her costs.
This don't look too bad.
It looks all right, this does.
Let's do it, mate.
The case was escalated to the High Court, and now Mr. Riley must pay the £2,000 he owes in full today.
Door's open. Hello?
The agents take the opportunity to make peaceful entry through the open door.
Hello? High Court Enforcement Agents, Martin, can you come down, please? Come on, it's all right. It's all right, buddy. Hello? Have a look, bud. Hello?
But no one appears to be in. So Gareth checks upstairs. And he's in for a surprise.
Ooh. Hello, sir. Martin, is it?
Yeah, can you go downstairs, please?
Yeah, of course we can. No problem. No problem.
How did you get in?
The door's open, sir.
Permission to come in?
Don't need permission, sir. We're here with the High Court Red. Come on. Here you go. Martin. Martin, High Court Enforcement Agents.
Yeah.
Here to execute a High Court writ against you, unfortunately, sir.
Well, I've already got a stay writ on it.
Has it been set aside?
Well, it's been sent.
Then Martin,
I paid for it.
Okay.
Been sorted.
Have you been given a date to set it aside?
Swindon County Court.
Have you been given a date to set it aside, sir?
I'm trying to find the letter.
Okay.
Do you know where the letter is?
Mr. Riley's wife comes to help him look for documentation about his appeal.
Thank you. So, all this is just to say, yeah, we acknowledge the application, but it's not been set aside. So until you get given a date and a time to go in front of the judge, and unfortunately his High Court writ is still outstanding. So unless the full balance of £2,060.49 is paid to us right now.
2,000?
Yeah, you've incurred additional enforcement costs now.
This is a joke. The bloke owes me money.
With Mr. Riley disputing the writ, this simple case might be tougher to crack than Gareth and Mitch expected. It will take all of their patience to get the £2,000 they came for. Gareth Short and Mitch Starr were in Swindon to recover £2,000 owed by self-employed builder Martin Riley to a dissatisfied client.
How'd you get in?
The door's open, sir.
Mr. Riley claimed he'd appealed the case.
I've already got a stay writ on it.
And said he'd been treated unfairly.
This is a joke. The bloke owes me money.
Now the agents need to make it clear that despite the dispute, the debt must be paid today. But Mr. Riley is keen to tell them more about the case.
This is why I'm contesting it. He still owes me money. I installed a kitchen. I fitted the job in for him because she was desperate. So I went round, had a look. I said, look, I've got jobs booked in, but I might be able to fit you in. But I am squeezing you in, and I'm on a time limit.
Do you a favour and squeeze you in, is it?
Yeah. So I went there, give them the price, started the job, and then she started adding things. Oh, well, I want this done, I want that done. I ran over by a week as it was because of the extras I did for her. I sent them an invoice for the extras I'd already done, which come out at £500 and something, and they owed me about 120 from the original job.
Yeah.
Well, next thing, he's saying that I haven't done all these things. I moving sockets, doing this, doing that, and everything. I said, well, that wasn't in the job.
So what, are you a kitchen fitter, are you, or general builder?
I'm a general builder, but mainly kitchens and bathrooms.
Yeah.
I said, well, I'm not coming back until you pay me my money.
Yeah.
He said, I'll take it further. I said, well, you do what you've got to do.
Of course.
Problem you've got is they've provided enough evidence to a county court judge that you do this or owe this money.
Despite his dispute with the claimant, the agents are duty-bound to resolve this case today.
Unfortunately, as it stands at the moment, unless the debt is paid,
I haven't got that sort of money.
The position you're in at the moment is if it's not paid, assets will get removed from you today.
So at the moment, your balance stands at £2,060.49.
Probably haven't even got stuff in this house worth that.
So the position you're in now, if it's not paid...
I can't pay it. I haven't got £2 grand. I'm just going to get my phone.
Okay.
Do you have any family or friends that can help you out, Martin?
Do you always go to bed and leave the front door open? It's going to work, see. We often get debtors and defendants who are just fixed on the original judgment, why they're in that problem in the first place. Don't get me wrong, I'll listen to the story all day, but I'm there to get a result. So what I try and do is listen to their story, but bring them back down to the ground and say, I'm not there to deal with disputes, unfortunately. A county court judge has already agreed that you owe this money. You might as well work with me, get the debt resolved.
Realising the agents aren't going to go away, Mr. Riley gets his mother on the phone.
Sorry to wake you. You're right. You want me to give you 5 minutes to wake up? Well, you know the asshole that took me to court. I got 2 High Court bailiffs stood in my front room. Can you lend me some money? Well, it's over £2,000. What happens when I pay this? If I go back to court and I win, do I get this back?
As long as you get your date within the next 14 days, that money will be held until the end of your court case. If you win, you get the money back.
I know I ain't gonna lose. It dug my head in. I'm out there trying to earn a frigging living and you've got people like him trying to fucking walk all over me. Sorry, Mum. Yeah. Are you able to help me out? So I'm not going to not give you it back, have I? I just need to get this sorted out.
It seems that Mr. Riley's mother is willing to pay her son's debt.
Sorry about this, Mum. Have you got your card handy? You'll need your card. All right. Sorry. What's the code on the back of the card?
If it's a savers account, perhaps I hasn't got it.
Everyday saver card. Right, we can't use that card, Mum. Do you know how to transfer it? No. Right, I'm going to pass her on to...
You carry on, mate. You do what you've got to do.
Might as well sit down.
I've been driving a while, thanks. It's nice to stretch the legs.
It appears Mr. Riley's mother needs to transfer money from one account to another, but she doesn't know how to go about it.
This could be hard work.
Yeah?
My mum lives on her own since my dad passed away. So
Right.
Dad passed away 2.5 years ago. She'd never even had anything to do with a bank account, so we've had to sort of try and teach her.
Yeah. Your wife's talking her through it now, is she?
Right.
No matter what somebody's age is, if they phone their parents, their parenting instinct is to help them out. I'm a parent myself. I'd never want to see my son in debt or ultimately have assets taken from him. So I know from first-hand experience I would do anything to help my son out. And I'm just guessing it's the same across the board.
15 minutes later, with the money transferred into another account, Mr. Riley calls his mother back.
Right, we need your card. You got your card?
Yeah.
He gives the card details to Gareth.
2060 yeah?
Just stick that through the leg. There we are.
Right, man. Right, that's all sorted. Thank you. Love you. All right, sorry for waking you. See you later. I'll pop round later.
Just take a picture of that, buddy.
Thanks to his mother, Mr. Riley's debt is paid in full.
There we are, buddy. It's all sorted.
All right, cheers.
Hopefully we won't see each other again, mate.
No.
Thank you very much. You take care, right?
Yeah. I'll let you know when I win.
Lock your door in future, right?
Yeah.
I thought it was all taken care of. Obviously, I was wrong. My mum's tops. Couldn't fault her. But I can't say too much because I'll end up blubbering. Because my dad passed away a couple of years ago, so yeah, I love her to bits.
I felt a bit sorry for her because she struggled to transfer the money and everything, but we got there in the end. He was a decent enough guy. So, see what happens in court now, won't he?
Can't Pay is back new next Thursday at 9. How good are fake documents and who's making them? Paul Connolly's Undercover Nailing the Fraudsters, new next on Channel 5. Whilst next over on 5 Spike, head behind bars in Dallas, Texas, one of the world's toughest prisons.
Threats.
Slap me in the face, you know.
Mate, you've not got what it takes. Anger.
Call the police, man. Call the police, man.
Listen. Desperation.
I've lost everything. I've no house, I've no nothing.
What happens when debt
Don't grab things from me.
tracks you down?
I'm not that person. I believe you are.
Up and down the UK.
Oh, you can't take my, don't be taking my equipment.
We see Britain's most resilient High Court enforcement agents.
I've seized it, it's not your car.
Oh, is it?
Dealing with every debtor's worst nightmare.
It's going.
No, you don't understand.
Because if you can't pay,
I am not going to pay it! End off!
they'll take it away. Recent research shows that personal debt levels in the UK are on the rise, with the average amount owed now exceeding £55,000. A leading advisory body in England and Wales is now dealing with over 5,000 new debt problems every day. (9 a.m). High Court enforcement agents Paul Bohill and Max Caraher are in Upton Park in East London to recover a debt of £5,500 owed by a travel agent, Miss Issa, to a dissatisfied customer.
Well, what have we got on today?
We're off to see Miss Sophia Adam Issa. We're looking to collect £5,414.75.
The customer took Miss Issa to court, claiming that the flights and the hotel he received were below the standard advertised for his holiday.
When we get there, can we keep our eyes peeled for a silver BMW X5 53 plate?
The claimant has told the agents that Miss Issa owns a BMW. If she can't or won't pay today, it could be seized to recover the debt.
There's an X5 down there on the right. That one there, hold on. That's it.
There is a god.
Let's immobilise that.
Worth approximately half of the £5,500 debt, Max clamps the BMW in the hope that the threat of removing it will prompt payment.
Hello, Miss Essa. Yes, my name is Paul Boyle. I'm a High Court enforcement agent. We have here a writ. The amount that we're looking for today is £5,414.75.
I did basically gone to the court at the time. It was a holiday that I was doing. I was working as a travel agency.
Oh, right.
He had a good holiday, but instead of Rob Brunei, I gave him British Airways.
Right.
Instead of Zabil Sarai, he got Habdul, so he still got the top 5-star hotel.
Okay.
He is basically claiming compensation for something what he's already got a holiday for. It's not as if that
Okay.
he paid us,
Yeah.
and obviously he didn't get a holiday. But I know I was getting threatening calls from him, saying that I'll be taking you down.
But is the agency still open then, or closed?
No, it's been closed.
Do you work now?
No, I'm not working. So
Okay.
tomorrow somebody else can't turn up and say we owe money. So obviously I've not got no money to give.
No, I understand.
Basically, I'm in the debt for about £100,000 myself.
So what's the £100,000 involved in?
It's to do with the travel agency.
Right.
It's clear that Sophia is in serious levels of debt.
£100,000 worth of debt.
But Max and Paul are duty-bound to try and recover the £5,500 owed to their client.
We do have an issue here, is that the actual court case from Bow has now been transferred to the High Court.
Okay.
And the debt is enforceable. So the first question we have to ask, can you actually pay us £5,414.75?
I haven't got anything to my name. This is just a temporary accommodation we've got right now.
Okay. The information that we have here is that the BMW X5 outside is yours.
No, it's not mine.
Whose is it?
It's my husband's.
Right.
Have you got proof of that for me?
Yeah, I've got a logbook.
Show me what documents you have for the vehicle, so we can make our decision from there. Thank you. Well, this is temporary accommodation, so my guess is going to be there's nowhere near enough assets here to cover that debt. I think it will lie on the vehicle.
Moments later, Sophia returns with a logbook and insurance documents.
I mean, essentially, this documentation you showed us doesn't stop us taking the vehicle. This insurance is current. It shows that you're the policy holder. Quite reasonably assume that it's your vehicle.
The documents don't prove the car belongs to Sophia's husband.
The only thing that would stop us taking the vehicle is an actual bill of sale or something.
While Sophia looks for a sales receipt for the car,
Hi Helen, could you do an HPI for me, please?
Max calls the office to find out if it's on finance.
BMW X5 Sport.
That's the one.
It's free of finance. That's okay to see.
Thanks ever so much.
Cheers, thank you.
Cheers,
bye.
Helen. Bye. Right, let's see if she can produce a bill of sale to show it's not hers, because I believe it is. She's insured on the vehicle. It's parked outside her flat with a residence parking bay that you need to reside here to get one. Unless she can give me some substantial proof the vehicle's going to be going.
Minutes later, Sophia returns with some more documents.
Because this was a previous one, when they originally bought it.
She shows the agents an old logbook, but it proves nothing.
No, essentially, unless you're able to produce the bill of sale, that's the only thing that will stop us taking the vehicle, unless you pay the debt.
I haven't got no money.
No.
I haven't got no money at all. You could basically take us out of this house. I haven't got no money.
Okay, you know what we're going to do? We are going to remove the vehicle. Okay, you will have 7 days to provide that documentation. If you provide it in 7 days, great. The vehicle's released to you, no problem.
So by just taking this car,
Yes.
you will be doing what if I don't get to submit things? What
It'll
will
be,
you
it'll
do?
be sold at auction.
Okay, sold as
Yeah.
auction. So, okay. Thereafter, the other amount,
Yes.
what is due,
Yeah.
what would you be doing with
They'll
it?
continue to. You will continue to be pursued to the
knocking
debt.
on my door, and obviously, if you ain't got no car other than that
Yes.
one day, then what are you going to take? The kids or someone else?
That's
Until you
a
basically
ridiculous
get
question.
something. No, because I'm just going to
wouldn't
ask
take
you
your
today
kids,
here,
yeah.
that what
Yes.
would you be doing thereafter? You've taken the car today, so tomorrow you're going to be knocking on my door again.
Can I ask you
And
for the
obviously
keys to the car?
No, I'm not going to give you the keys.
Okay,
So if I'm not going to
okay.
give you the keys, what are you going
Right,
to do?
they'll have
That
to
is still
smash
gonna
the lock on it. They'll
Yeah,
have-
you can do what you want to do.
The car will be devalued.
You do what you
The car
fucking
will
want to
be
do. I'm not
devalued.
going to give you the keys.
Without the keys, the locking system of the car would have to be replaced, depreciating the asset.
Who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
I'm not going to give you the keys.
Miss,
Let's see.
calm-
Let's see how
miss,
far you
calm-
get. Go on, let's see.
Miss,
Go on,
calm
let's
down.
See. Let's see. Go and see what you're going to get.
Be criminal damage.
Listen, it's my fucking
It's not
car.
your car. I've seized it. It's not your car.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Where is it? Where is
Our
it?
car.
I can see the car because it's my car.
Clamp. Madam, you need to calm down.
It's not her car, so if she smashes it, it's going to come back from the auction devalued because it's got a windscreen broken or wherever it might be. It would devalue the car.
To protect the seized asset from any further damage, Max calls for a recovery vehicle.
Hi, can I speak to Helen, please? It's Max here. Helen, that vehicle does need to be removed. We have a very cross defendant.
But Max's actions haven't gone unnoticed.
I'm not going to give you the keys. I won't give you the keys.
It's our car. That's
I won't
okay.
give you the keys.
That's okay.
Yeah, I won't give you the keys.
But you're not getting the stuff out of it.
I'm not gonna
Right, miss,
I
it's
won't give
okay.
the keys. I'm not
Don't
going to
break
do it.
it.
That's
I won't
okay,
break
that's
it.
okay.
Why would you break your own
Because
car at this
it's not
minute?
my car,
Okay.
first of all.
Okay.
Second of all, I've asked you
Yep.
to give that time
I'm not going to
get
speak to you when you're
receipt.
shouting at me.
Fuck you then, innit? I've been civil as much as
You're
I
not
can.
at all,
I
you're
live in
shouting.
my house.
Just calm down. Right, miss, what is it you need to remove from the vehicle?
I've got some.
What-
I've
what
got my
is it?
kids' stuff.
Okay,
my
I'll
kids'
get
stuff.
it out for you. If
Yeah,
you give me
go
the
on
key,
then.
I will.
Yeah,
Is that right?
okay, fine.
Tell me what
No.
you need
Oh,
and
yeah, I'll
stuff
give you the
out.
keys
Is
and
that,
you're gonna give me the
is that
keys back,
right?
yeah?
I can't
No.
give the keys back. I'm not going to lie to you. Right, okay, now we get the police
Go
here.
and call the police.
Paul and Max are now faced with a debtor who has lost control.
I'm not going to deal with this. This is absolutely
Go
ridiculous.
and call the police.
With the case on a knife edge, it will take all their experience to contain this volatile situation. High Court enforcement agents Paul Bowhill and Max Carraher were in Upton Park, London, to recover £5,500 owed by a travel agent. The debtor, Sophia Issa, revealed she was in serious debt and couldn't pay.
I'm in the debt for about £100,000 myself.
But after the agent seized a potential asset, Sophia refused to hand over the keys to the car and became aggressive.
Listen, it's my fucking car.
It's not your car.
It's my fucking
I've seized
car.
it. It's not your car. Mitch, right, okay, now we get the police.
Go and call the police.
Now, with tempers escalating, Max calls for police assistance.
Hello, can I have the police,
Yeah,
please?
you get them. You take it. Go on. Let's see how far they get. Go on. Let's see how far they get. I'm not going to let you take the car. You take it, but I'm going to break it. You just watch it.
Lovely, thanks very much. Cheers, bye.
Is your police coming then?
They're coming.
Yeah, they're coming. Let them come. Let them come.
But even with the police on their way, Sophia isn't calming down.
I'm not even going to show you a receipt. I want you to take the car. Don't worry about it. You see how much you get out of this car. It's fucking not even working properly.
Oh, it's less now. You've destroyed the wing
You
mirror.
want me to break more? You want me to break more?
Definitely not. No.
You want me to break more?
No.
Because I can do that. Because I will do that.
I'm sure you can.
I don't mind
I
the
think
police
it'll be a
coming.
very
You know, it
silly
doesn't matter.
move.
You know what? Even if the police, I'll go and get a bat from inside and break the car. And I will do that.
Okay.
You know what? And then police could arrest me because the police ain't going to fucking do shit.
No.
Yeah? They won't do shit. Fine, you basically seizing it. Take it. But let me fucking take my stuff from the car. Because
Okay,
that is
the
on
stuff
my
in the
name.
car is
Who the
also
fuck
under
are you? I'm not
seizure.
talking to you. Am I talking to you? I'm talking to him.
I've been insulted and called names for the last 50 years, so it really does bounce off. They just want to strike out. She probably thought that by damaging the asset that we just seized, she would be hurting us. In truth, all she's doing is devaluing the asset, which would make less money at auction, and so the balances would come back to her.
A few minutes later, the police arrive.
Morning, gents. Thanks for coming so quickly. We're High Court enforcement agents. We seized the vehicle. The wing mirror there, she hit that off.
Okay, do you want to take
Damaging our seized vehicle.
I'll speak to these guys, all right? Morning.
The police take Sophia off to make her understand she must cooperate and give the agents the keys. Just moments later, they appear to have made progress.
We're just going to get things and keep it to you. Okay?
Absolutely fine.
Under supervision, the police allow Sophia and her husband to remove her possessions from the car.
I should have had petrol in here, innit? I could burn it.
Sophia, just think about what you're saying, all
Grab
right?
the
Let's try and
stuff,
do it
please.
quickly,
Just
yeah?
calm down.
Feel free to drive off with it.
Have you got everything you need, yeah?
Thank you very much.
Now they have the key, the agents need to move the car away from the house to avoid any more trouble.
Yeah. We'll put a couple of minutes in between.
But Max is in for a surprise.
This isn't... Mate, this isn't the key. This might not do the immobiliser. This is a spare. I don't even know if that'll start it. It was the black key she had in her hand.
It appears that Sophia has handed the police a key which unlocks the doors, but won't start the engine. And they're not happy.
They asked me I could open the car.
Sophia.
They asked me to open the car.
Look, all joking aside, okay,
Yes.
we had an honest conversation at the side of the road.
I gave him the keys.
Okay, you know what I meant by the key, all right?
I've given him the keys.
Okay, we'll just arrest you and take you to the police station.
Okay,
yeah?
fine. I'm willing. I'm more than happy to come to the police station.
it's-
I'm more than happy to come to the
it's
police
just
station.
pathetic,
I'm
though, isn't
ready.
it?
I'll basically get someone to arrange for the kids. I'm more than happy to come to the police. I'm coming.
Fair enough.
Okay? I ain't got nothing better to do, but I'm not going to give him the keys. What they asked me, I was going to take my goods. That's it. I'm done.
Cool.
Right?
The police take Sophia into the house and try and make her understand that if she continues to obstruct the enforcement, she could be arrested.
Hopefully she'll make the right decision and just hand over the keys, and that's a matter dealt with for now.
Minutes later, a policeman comes back out
Can we just check see if that works, please?
Thank you, sir.
Then we can...
with another key. Leaving the police to deal with Sophia, Max immediately drives the vehicle away from the house. Now parked in a quiet street nearby, the agents hand the BMW over to the recovery team.
Got the logbook and keys. That'll really help the auctioneers. Thanks for coming so quickly, my friend. You take care. 2 keys and all that. See you, mate.
If Sophia can't prove that she doesn't own the car within the next 14 days, it will be sold at auction.
Keys. Have I got the keys?
No. Just tested. Okay. Bit slow on the uptake, isn't it?
You know me.
Recent research shows that people over the age of 60 are struggling with high levels of debt. More than 10,000 people aged over 60 sought advice from a leading charity over the first half of 2016. The average debt was over 3 times more than those under 25. High Court enforcement agents Matt Highway and Gary Ball are in Tamworth, Staffordshire.
Where's next then, Matt? We're going to see a Mr. Edward Birch. He owes £2,756.10.
The unpaid debt is a result of a dispute between Mr. Birch and his neighbour over a boundary wall.
North side, on the end.
If Mr. Birch can't or won't pay, the agents have the right to seize goods to cover the debt.
It's around the back bus, is it?
Hello? What do you want?
Hi, sir. After Edward Birch.
That's me, yeah.
Hello, sir. We're High Court enforcement agents, sir.
You what?
We're High Court enforcement agents.
Yes.
We're here today with a High Court writ, sir.
Come in.
Thank you. Is it just yourself lives here, Mr. Birch?
Yeah.
Shall I just put that telly down so you can hear us, yeah? I'll do it for you.
But don't.
Why?
It's my property. Give it bloody well here.
Well, I'm only helping you, Mr. Birch, aren't I?
You're not helping me, mate.
Why?
I'm disabled, and if I don't mobilise myself, I get worse.
Right, okay.
I just turn the bloody thing off.
Well, there we go then. High Court enforcement agent, sir. You're here for the High Court writ?
Yeah, I know what you're going to say.
Do you know the lady, do you, sir?
Yeah.
What's it reference?
A wall that they built on my property. They knocked their wall down because he's a builder and built his wall on my part of the land.
So how come they made you liable for it then?
Because I was putting up a fence. I took 14 bricks out. Workmen did it for me. So I could put my fence in.
Mr. Birch's neighbour took him to court, claiming he'd damaged their wall. But because Mr. Birch failed to attend the court hearing, he lost the case by default.
I was unable to go to court because of my disabilities. I can't use my hands. My body's gone, shattered.
Personal disputes, they're always difficult, because you're right slap bang in the middle of an emotional dispute that could have been going on for a number of years. Regardless of whether we believe it's right or wrong, we have to put it to one side and then get on with, enforcing the writ.
The dispute with his neighbour has taken its toll on Mr. Birch. And because of his health issues, Matt and Gary must tread carefully to assess whether he's capable of paying back any of the £2,700 he owes.
My colleague's explained to you why we're here today, hasn't he?
I know what you're here for.
Yeah. So what we have
It's
to
not
do...
going to work, mate. The thing is, there's not much here you'll be able to have because none of it belongs to me now. Because of the state of men, my age, it's all signed over to my daughters.
So they come in and look after you, do they?
Oh yeah, without them.
Yeah.
You know this care in the community?
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody cares. I've had a toilet done there. They built the Empire State Building quicker than what they've done that toilet. It's still not finished now. I'm on my way out. I'm 74 years old.
And that's what I'm trying to determine, all right? Because if I can determine that, then it
Determine what?
What your state is at the moment.
This has all been explained to the court.
What benefits do you receive, sir?
Disability.
Disability.
It's clear that Mr. Birch is vulnerable and the writ cannot be enforced. But the agents need to take a record of his benefit payments to send a report to the claimant.
Have you got a letter from the disability for your award? We'll only need one that says that you're awarded it and what your award is, yeah?
Sorry, sir. I'll let you get through.
Do you want to use my arm?
It can't be support because of my bloody joints.
Can you not?
It should be put down.
No, I don't say that. I'm going to come with you just in case you fall. Alright. Just proof of its benefits, what's in Disabled and Carer Service. It's DLA. Just to prove you know how much you're getting per week. You want me to do it for you? Here we go. Pension credit. 82.66 a week. Edward. Well, it's what it's telling me on here anyway. When we walk through the door and we see a person who is elderly, very frail, with a clear disability, living on their own, these are clear warning signs that that person that we're dealing with is vulnerable, and, you know, the enforcement will take a different turn.
The agents have got the evidence they need to file a report for the claimant.
Right, should we go back in the front room then?
Yeah. I represented my country in the bloody army.
What regiment were you in?
Lancashire Fusiliers.
Oh, Lancashire Fusiliers. I was in the army as well.
What battalion was you in?
I was in the military police.
Oh, I don't know.
The long and short of this is, Mr. Birch, is obviously they've escalated to the High Court and they've asked to enforce the writ, OK? Now, there's numerous reasons why we wouldn't do that today. One being your age, two being your disability. So what my colleague's trying to do...
It's not only that, mate. The injustice in this country...
I don't know. What we need to do, we need to put a report into our office to say what we've seen and what we've spoken to you about today.
You can have all the money in the world, mate. But if you haven't got your health, it's not worth a bean.
That's true enough.
You don't realise it when you're young and fit, how you're going to end up. But that's life, kid. You never know what's down for you.
That's right.
Never know what's down for you.
The fella Mank. See you later.
I'm a nasty old bugger, but there you go.
See you later, buddy.
Cheers,
Take
mate.
it easy.
Take care, right. See you later.
Watch how you go. At the end of the day, I've done nothing that warrants that sort of payment for 14 bricks on my property.
Mr. Birch is a typical fellow Mank. See old people in Manchester, that's exactly what they're like, you know, they just don't take any messing from anybody. And regardless of his state and the fact that, you know, he's crippled over with disability, he's still got his personality and, you know, he tells it how it is and that's it.
Matt and Gary have had to deal with a sensitive situation. But in Paul and Max's next case...
Hello, sir.
An elusive debtor.
What time do you usually come in?
Well, he wasn't here since Monday.
Finally realises the game is up.
No, it's not going.
Yep, it is going.
What do you mean it's not?
No, you're going to go.
You're touching me. You can't touch me. Right, then you'll get arrested.
Okay, arrest me.
Okay.
In Britain, more than 350,000 new businesses are set up every year. Each invests an average of over £20,000 to cover essential costs. However, nearly a quarter experience a loss in profits in the first 12 months, while almost 1 in 10 have had to let their staff go to free up funds. High Court enforcement agents Paul Bohill and Max Caraher are on the Isle of Dogs in East London to recover over £2,000 owed by a letting agency to an unhappy tenant.
So what have we got today?
We're off to see Flats Go Limited. We're looking to collect £2,240 and 99 pence.
And this is a trade debt, so presumably we're going to business premises.
Yeah.
The agents have already visited 2 other addresses, but failed to find company director Hugo de Souza.
Right.
Max and Paul have been given another address for him at an exclusive office building in one of London's premier financial districts. And today, they're hoping they'll finally come face to face with the elusive businessman.
You just slow down, really. You've got only short legs, but they do move quite quickly, don't they?
There we go.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Wow. Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. We're here to see Flats Go.
Flats Go?
Yes. They're not in yet. That's not a problem. You just take us up.
That's the office together.
No problem. This office here?
Yep.
Not a problem at all. Could you open the door for me?
What time do they come? Do you know?
If
Anytime from now to anytime.
Once again, Mr. D'Souza is nowhere to be seen. But as this is a commercial premises, the agents have the right to call a locksmith and force entry into his office. Max photographs the lock.
So what are you telling me? Are you allowed to force entry?
Yes,
because
it's absolutely.
Right now?
Right, immediately. They're the lawful tenants in here.
Yeah.
Okay, therefore we can.
We accept that what you say is
Yep.
perfectly reasonable.
Yep.
We just are making the point is that we haven't got 8 hours to sit here to wait for them to come back.
Rather than cause damage to the premises, the building manager gives the agents access.
Just
Brilliant, thanks very much.
Yeah, no worries.
But as the agents enter the office, they're in for a surprise. It seems that the company operating here is not Flatsco, but Privilege Property Managers.
Can you just have a look at Privilege?
Max looks up the business online.
Ah, Privileged Property Managers. Same director of the company.
Max discovers that Privilege is a new company owned by Hugo, the director of the debtor company, Flatsco. If Flatsco is no longer trading, the agents can't enforce the writ. But then Max finds some paperwork.
Flatsco Limited. The gas is overdue, the electricity is overdue, the council tax is overdue.
Here?
Everywhere. All the evidence, although they may have a new company, the old company's it's still in existence, so I want to know where all these assets were bought from.
With evidence that the debtor company is also trading from the office, the agents can seize company assets to offset the debt if Mr. D'Souza doesn't show up.
Good morning. Hello. Yeah,
But just then, one of Hugo D'Souza's employees arrives.
Hi, my name's Max Carraher. I'm an enforcement agent. I'm here with a High Court writ today for Flatsco Limited. Now, I can see this is all badged up as Privileged Property Managers, but the director's the same as Flatsco Limited.
Okay.
Hugo, is he the boss?
Yeah.
If you could get him on the phone for me, I think that would be the best step, miss. What time do you usually come in?
Well, he wasn't here since Monday.
Okay.
But he was here last week. I just started work here like a week ago.
Oh, did you?
Hugo's employee attempts to contact her boss.
Yeah, he's ringing me.
Oh, is it ringing? On speakerphone, thank you. Hello, Hugo. My name's Max Carraher, and I'm an enforcement agent. We're just in your office at the moment.
Okay.
Hugo, we've got a High Court writ here for Flatsco Limited, one of your companies.
It's not Flatsco, it's Privilege.
Hugo, what I'd like is some proof of where the equipment was bought from.
Okay.
Are you anywhere near the office?
Yes, an hour?
In an hour, Hugo. Unfortunately, we would have removed all the goods from the office.
I don't know, because this is not under my name. Give me half an hour if you have one, please.
Okay, sir. Thank you for your time.
Right.
Cheers. Bye. Thank you. Right, let's see what IT kit we can reasonably get.
Mr. D'Souza claims that all the assets in the office belong to his other company, but with no proof this is true, Max starts an inventory.
Got 1, 2, 3 screens, very little. Other screen there. The onus of proof is what the law requires for us to remove goods or take control of. Somebody has to prove that they own or do not own an item. If they can't, then we are allowed to take it. The onus of proof is not on the enforcement agents, it's on the defendant.
After waiting half an hour, there's still no sign of Mr. D'Souza. So Paul calls the office to get the claimant's approval to start seizing goods in Mr. D'Souza's absence.
We've got access to the office, so we just want to know where we go from here. I've just spoken to John.
Okay.
He said that the clients have said, if needs be, just take everything that is not tied down.
Okay.
The agents start to stack up goods outside the office.
I'm going to unplug all the computers and get it all ready.
Finally, over an hour after the agents arrived, the director of the debtor company, Hugo de Souza, arrives at the office.
Hello.
How's it going?
Are you Hugo?
It's in my office, man.
Absolutely. Are you Hugo?
Yes, I am.
Hello, Hugo. My name's Max Carrahert. I'm an enforcement agent. This is my colleague, Paul Bohill.
Hugo immediately gives the agents his side of the story.
What happened to the gentleman here? He had a he moved to a property, and then almost after he was there for like a month, he said he had bed bugs. We had sent the bed bug the exterminator, right? Okay. And then I also offered him to move out and return his money. He moved out, I returned his money, and even though he did take action.
Despite Hugo's story, the agents are duty-bound to enforce the writ.
The easy way for you to deal with this is to pay the debt.
This is not Let's Go. You can do investigation, it's fine. But this is also not Let's Go. I have Let's Go, I run Let's Go.
Yes.
I run from home.
Yep.
This one is another company that I have a business partner.
There's sign-out sheets of the keys for Flats Go Limited.
Well, like this, it's still property here, so I can bring my stuff in and out. I guarantee you, this is items, I know Let's Go.
Hugo insists that the assets belong to another company, Privilege Property Managers. But the agents haven't seen any proof.
But this is going to get goods from someone else. I can guarantee you.
Guarantee doesn't work for me.
Sorry, we don't accept.
That's not my stuff.
I'll leave you an inventory. I'll leave it.
No, this stuff. No, I can't. I need this to work. This is
not going to happen.
This is not
going to happen.
No, you can't.
No, we can. We have a high court writ.
I understand.
We're enforcement agents. We can and we will.
It's bought. It's not bought by me.
No, it's going.
No, you don't understand.
Unfortunately, I understand.
Okay, so let's go to the police.
But then Hugo decides to take matters into his own hands.
No, it's not going, man.
It is going. What do you mean it's not?
No,
it's going.
You're not touching me. You can't touch
Sir,
me.
right. Then you'll get arrested.
Okay, you arrest me.
Okay.
This is not your staff. This is not belongs to you. That belongs to me. Excuse me, sir.
No.
Excuse me.
Handling assets after they have been seized is a criminal offence. Max calls the police.
Can I have the police, please? Hello, we're enforcement agents with a High Court writ. We've got a defendant here who's obstructing us from removing goods. Could you send some officers down to attend, please?
But now, with the police on their way, Mr. de Souza has a sudden change of heart.
Listen. Okay, let's make the payment. I can pay it. I still pay it.
You said you wouldn't pay it.
I don't want to see I have clients. I don't want my reputation. I fight against it after.
How are you going to pay it?
Cards.
Max stands the police down.
I do apologise. I'll call back in.
The agent's persistence has paid off. Hugo pays the outstanding balance in full.
Thank you, Hugo. For an authorisation code here, which we'll give you along with the receipt.
Well, I suppose a good result there.
A recent survey has revealed that almost half of small and medium-sized businesses in the UK suffer cash flow problems as a result of unpaid invoices. 1/3 reported having to hold off paying their own suppliers, and 1 in 10 had problems paying their own staff. High Court enforcement agents Gary Ball and Matt Highway are in Birmingham to recover a debt of over £2,000 owed by grocery store owner Mr. Agul Deniz.
He owes £2,230 exactly, and that's to looks like a supplier.
But this isn't the first time the agents have encountered Mr. Agul. Matt and Gary enforced a writ on another of his supermarkets just a few months ago.
And the address that we've got provided is a convenience store.
Convenient.
Very convenient. There, look.
If Mr. Agul doesn't pay today, goods and assets from his shop could be seized to cover the debt.
Sir, I'm after a Akagul Denise.
Mr. Akul is not here at the moment. He's in London.
He's in London?
Yeah.
You just work here, right?
Yeah, I'm just...
Can you get him on the phone for us by any chance, sir?
Gene mahkemeden size bir tane eşya gelmiş kurban. Ödememişsiniz. Adamlar gelmişler şimdi içeride eşya götüreceğiz diyorlar.
The man already appears to know exactly why the agents are here and what they might do if payment isn't made.
You can speak with him.
Okay, thank you. Hello, is that Mr. Dennis?
Hello.
Hello, sir. Hello, my name's Gary Ball. I'm an enforcement agent, sir. We're here today at the premises with a High Court writ.
For what?
Not paid one of your suppliers. It's £2,230, sir. You need to pay today.
Really, I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know what I'm talking about?
It's for my name. It's for my name.
Yeah, for Akagul Denise.
I'm not the runner. That business before it's passed to my family.
All right, you've passed it on to your family, the business?
I saw.
Okay.
I sold for that my family. He run it, but.
All right. Is that what you're trying to tell me, sir? Yeah.
Yeah. He's not. I'm not. But I know anything like that for any company.
Okay. Well, we'll carry on do our job, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay. Then.
Mr. Agul claims the shop is no longer his. But then Gary spots some paperwork.
There's the bank account with this place. There's the energy supplier for this place, all in his name. There's another bank account with his name for this building.
A lot of paperwork here for somebody who's not here anymore.
When did he sell the shop? When did he move it on?
I think it was like 7-8 months before.
So who owns the shop now?
Mr. Ona Akul. He is the son of Mr. Dennis.
He's his son?
Yeah.
So he sold it to his son?
Yes.
Okay. Because if I bought a shop, I want my invoices to say my name on them and not the previous owner's name, wouldn't you? Do you know what I'm trying to get at? Over my last 20 years while still serving in the military police, investigation is very important to that job. It's also very important to this job. When people are telling you one thing and then you find the evidence that absolutely destroys what they're saying, it's always a good thing.
The agents have seen no evidence to prove that the debtor's son now owns the shop. The employee now has Mr. Agul's accountant on the phone.
Because they're coming from the bailiff, they want to take some stuff from here. You need to speak with the accountant.
Accountant?
Yeah.
If he can pay the bill, then we can speak to the accountant.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. My name's Mr. Highway. I'm a High Court enforcement agent. How are you?
I remember. It's for another shop called Five Star Supermarket. That's for the case.
No, that's not correct, sir. That was a different case.
That's the right one.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't, sir, because I was also the enforcement agent that was on that case as well. This is a different case. This is a different case altogether, sir.
Oh God, then I can't help you.
The accountant has confused this case with Matt and Gary's previous encounter with the debtor. And with no offer of payment, Matt and Gary start an inventory of assets they could seize.
If I get you the proof, which is the shop, which day it's been sold.
Yeah, you can get whatever.
You can prove to you the man is the leaseholder.
You can get whatever you want.
I need to go to accountant, but one of my family need to come in here.
If you want to go and get it, I'll take a look.
I will get.
I'll take a look.
I will go get the
Absolutely,
list for you, yeah?
no problem.
Moments later, the employee's wife arrives to look after the shop. She is also joined by another family member.
Hello. How are you?
It's not the first time she's met Matt and Gary.
Long time no see.
I've seen you before. Oh, I saw you at the other shop. Yes, of course. Yeah, I remember. Are you well?
Yes.
Good. You know the situation then, don't you? You know, why we're here, yeah?
Hello, can I speak Mr. Ghosh, please, again?
But instead of leaving to find new documentation, the employee continues making phone calls.
The list who the proof to Dennis sell the shop to the belong another person.
20 minutes later, and with no sign of any proof, Gary's patience is running out.
Right, this is taking too long now. If it's not paid in the next 10 minutes, right, what we're going to do, we're going to escalate it to the next stage, which is going to cost about another £600-700 more, because we've been here far too long now.
Just give me the last 5 minutes, yeah?
I understand you're doing your best for your employer. The simple fact of the matter is, it needs to be paid.
The clock is ticking.
So, can you call Mr. Denny's and inform me of what my colleagues just said? We're going to increase it if it's not paid in the next 10 minutes.
If the employee can't persuade Mr. Agul to pay up in the next 10 minutes, he may not have a business to come back to at all. Matt Highway and Gary Ball were in Birmingham to collect a debt of over £2,000 owed to a supplier by a convenience store owner.
I'm after a Akagul Denise.
Mr. Akul is not here at the moment. He's in London.
The debtor, Mr. Agul, claimed he no longer owned the shop.
That business before it's passed to my family.
All right, you've passed it on to your family, the business?
I sold for that my family. He run it over.
But the agents discovered documents which showed otherwise.
A lot of paperwork here for somebody who's not here anymore.
After giving the owner and his staff time to prove their story, Matt and Gary's patience eventually ran out.
This is taking too long now.
And the agents set an ultimatum.
Can you call Mr. Denny's and inform me we're going to increase it if it's not paid in the next 10 minutes?
Now, all that Matt and Gary can do is wait to see whether Mr. Agul rings back with an offer of payment.
Please, I remember when these are 10p. Bags of sweets like this. You can get 4 for £1 or 29p each.
Just as the 10 minutes are up, the phone rings.
Can you speak with Mr. Akul, please? Mr. Dennis Akul.
The owner?
Yeah.
There you go.
Not the owner, Mr. Akul.
Okay. Hello, sir?
Brother, just listen, because 2.5 years before, 2.5 years, not now, 2.5 years before,
yeah.
This is, I sold it from Mr. Ulur.
Okay.
I'm not running, 2 years, not now, 2 years.
Okay.
With the story changing once again, Gary has heard enough.
We've given you every opportunity to give us the paperwork from your solicitor or your accountant to say when you've sold this place. Nothing's forthcoming as yet. So we are where we are today, sir, and we're going to start removing now, okay? All right, thank you. Bye-bye.
Matt calls for a recovery vehicle to remove the goods listed on the inventory. But because most of the items in the shop are of low value, the agents will have to clear a lot of the stock to cover the debt.
How's A1?
Yeah, A1.
Hiya, buddy, you alright? It's Mr. Highway at DCBL. It's going to require probably at least three Luton vans within the hour. Smash in, thanks so much. Cheers then, cheers, thanks, bye-bye.
But just as the agents start to pack up the assets,
somebody has just given up smoking, this is hard.
The employee makes a U-turn.
Huh? Okay, just leave it, is bring the money.
Oh, they're going to bring the money? Yeah, Matt. There you go.
Right, okay, so we can stop then, yeah? Thank you.
An hour and a half after the agents arrived at the shop, Mr. Agul has finally agreed to pay the debt. Minutes later, a friend of Mr. Agul arrives with the cash, and it's another familiar face.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Again, yeah?
How are you, sir?
Very good. Everywhere, yeah?
Are you well?
Wow.
The friend also paid the debt at Mr. Agul's other business.
I didn't think we'd ever meet you again, sir.
Well.
But instead of handing over the cash, the men want to negotiate.
How much you can do it?
Sir, it's the full amount. We don't do discounts. We're not in the business to do discounts.
It's 288640.
Well, I've got £2,000 on me. That's what I told you.
Well, then we'll remove.
Go to them and, yeah.
We'll remove then, sir. Okay. The van's on its way, so we'll just remove. Person settling the debt, he just wants the last word. He wants his 2 penneth worth before he pays. And if it makes him feel better to have his last word, then he can. Our goal is collecting the money for the claimant.
With the agents not backing down, Mr. Agul's friend reluctantly hands over a wad of cash.
Can you just issue the invoice?
Yep, no problem at all.
Hadi şunu say. Onun üstünü ver. Kardeş görüşürüz. Benim zamanım yok. Fazla verme.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your time. Take care.
Over 2 hours after the agents arrived at the shop, the outstanding balance is paid in full.
Got a receipt, and you've got my details.
Okay, sir.
All right, sir. Thank you. Sorry for the inconvenience, all right?
Sure,
I hope we don't meet again. All right.
Cheers, sir. Thank you.
Well, that was a long one.
Why do they always take it to the nth degree, you know what I mean?
It amazes me. They take it to the end, take it to the very end, and then ask for a discount.
Will one man's showbiz alter ego help him get his life back on track? On Benefits, It's a Hard Knock Life is in the Midlands, brand new tomorrow night at 8. The housemates all need to budge up on those sun loungers tomorrow and make room for a new face. Big Brother is next.
Britain's best-loved High Court enforcement agents are back. And in this new Can't Pay special,
somebody's gonna get hurt. Either me or you lot.
we see them pushed to their limits,
You think you can tear my family apart?
resolving some of the trickiest cases of their careers.
I'll smash his head.
Confronted with aggression, lies,
You pushed me.
please, and debtors who won't face up to the truth.
Director of the company's on a boat in the Mediterranean.
We see the agents overcoming every barrier put in their way.
Sir, touch that, I'll phone the police.
Yes, call the police.
Because no matter what you throw at them,
Thanks.
if you can't pay,
It's just not fair.
they'll take it away. With the shift to online shopping and an increase in business rates, high streets across the UK are under pressure. 2016 saw the lowest number of store openings since 2011. Stuart McCracken and Elmore Victor are High Court enforcement agents. They work all over the north of England, repossessing properties and collecting debts.
Sunny Crew, eh?
Today they're on their way to Crewe, Cheshire, to collect an unpaid debt from Phone Station, a shop specialising in mobile phones. But this isn't the first time Stuart has crossed paths with its owner, Mr. Ola Soji.
We're going to a mobile phone shop that me and Ian Taylor went to about 2 months ago. But he had no money. While we were there, he was on the phone to the court filling out an application to stay the writ.
Right.
When we re-attend a premises, it makes me more determined to get the payment in full, simply because I've been there before, I know what the defendant's like, I know what excuses they're going to give, the cards are in our hand.
After the agent's first visit, the owner appealed against the writ. But after failing to turn up to 2 court hearings, he lost his case. Now he must pay the £3,900 debt owed to a business consultancy.
Oh, there it is there, Phone Station.
This job will be anything but straightforward.
We buy and fix phones.
Come to the right place.
If Mr. Olasoji can't pay, the agents have the right to seize business assets to the value of the debt.
Hi mate, you alright? We're after Mr. Alsapan Olzaje. Are you able to get him on the phone, mate? We're a High Court enforcement agents. I've been here before, mate.
The shop assistant gets straight through to Mr. Olasoji.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello there, sir. It's Mr. McCracken, the High Court enforcement agent.
Yeah, I've just applied to set aside the judgment made against me.
Yeah, it's been thrown out, sir, hence the reason that we're here today.
No, I've done another one yesterday.
It's still active at the moment, sir. So we need £3,900. If not, we will be removing goods today, sir.
Whatever, man.
No problem. I'll start removing goods, so that's not a problem. Oh, that's a great answer.
Everyone's got a right to defend their case and put their story across, but it doesn't always go in their favour. They've had their chance. They either need to make a payment, or we will be removing goods.
With Mr. Olasoji not cooperating, Stuart's only option will be to start removing goods from the shop. But he needs to check if the claimant is happy for him to do so.
Good afternoon, John. I reckon we'll get close to the balance, mate, because we've got an iPhone 6 Plus here for 440 quid, and there's about 10 of them. Cheers, John. Bye-bye. Right, Vicky's going to speak to the client now.
Right.
The client says yes, then we need to seize goods.
Best thing about attending a mobile phone shop, it's like walking into a candy shop for a kid. There's goods everywhere, high value items, small items, so it's very easy to remove.
While the agents wait for the office to call back, a woman appears on the scene.
Excuse me.
Who are you in relation to the defendant?
I'm his wife, Jack.
Right, okay.
We need the balance.
Do you know what?
The balance paid today.
Right, and that is...
3,900.
So at the moment...
defended this,
Okay.
he's appealed it.
Yeah, and it's been dismissed.
He's jumped through every single hoop.
Yeah, and it's been
into it.
dismissed.
Well, I don't know why the
Okay.
judge has done this
So-
then, because I was...
So at the moment, it means that we'll have
Yeah.
to remove goods unless payment is made. It's black and
Well,
white
he's
as
not
that.
going to be able to make payments.
So we'll have to
he's
remove
not.
goods.
He's not like. He's not a rich person. It's just not fair.
I'm just waiting for a phone call back. The second the phone call comes back, Recovery will be on its way to have this goods removed.
Unless payment is made.
And what are you taking?
Everything.
Gonna break.
With debt, it can be quite upsetting when family members get involved and they are only trying to help. I can see it from their point of view, but they've got to see it from our point of view, that we've got a job to do, and our job is to collect payments or take control of goods.
Minutes later, Stuart hears back from the office.
Hello?
Yeah. I've just spoken to the client, they're happy to do that. So, is it a box van that you need?
Yeah, it'd been 3.5 ton. Cheers, Alison. Bye.
The claimant has agreed to let the agent seize goods to offset the debt. The removal team arrive almost immediately.
Hey, mate, you alright? You here for the removal?
Yeah. Just what's here.
Yeah, what's here? Obviously the boxes for the phones and the 2 monitors at the top here.
As the agents stack up mobile phones and laptops, the debtor, Mr. Olusoji, suddenly appears from the back of the shop.
So you can't make a payment, sir.
I don't own these people, that's the first thing. And secondly, I don't have any money to pay you.
Right.
Mr. Olusoji claims that although he still works for the business, he transferred ownership of the company 4 months ago. Almost immediately, another man enters the shop.
What's going on?
Who's the shop owner here?
You know the shop.
Mr. Olusoji claims this man, Osman, now owns the business.
Unfortunately, you're not taking
Unfortunately, we are, sir.
No, I'm sorry about it. You will not take
Right,
it.
through the
because
next 7 days, sir. You'll need to
we
prove
don't,
it.
it's not mutual. It's not, you're not going to decide. I don't know anything about this thing. I don't do that.
Sir, sir. This has been going on for like 3 months.
No, it has
Sir?
nothing to do with me.
Yeah, I know, sir. Well,
anything
that's
to do
not
with
my
you.
problem, sir.
The man Mr. Olusoji claims is the new owner, Osman, is clearly unaware of the £3,900 debt. But as Mr. Olusoji has shown no proof that he's transferred ownership of the shop, the agents have the right to continue to enforce action here today.
You cannot come and take my stuff.
We will be,
Listen,
sir.
you're not taking them.
Sir, you are. I'll need to
Take them.
remain open, mate, I'm afraid.
Right?
Need to remain open, sir.
In what, for why?
Because they've
am
been
I
removed,
paying rent
sir.
to you? You're not going to take them stuff,
We will
and
be,
they are
sir.
not going.
Yeah, we are,
And you
sir.
want to bring them back, please?
No, we won't be.
Hey, help me to take them stuff
No.
back.
I can tell you now, you will get arrested, sir.
As the goods have been seized, they're now the property of the Crown. Attempting to take them back is a criminal offence.
I'm not surprised to hear nearly on every job that people say that what I'm doing is incorrect. But I wouldn't be doing the job if I did it incorrectly. I know the laws and I know the rights, I know them like the back of my hand.
Sir, touch that, I'll phone the police.
Yes, phone the police. I'm
Yeah,
waiting.
no problem at all. No problem at all. You want me to phone the police? Yeah? Alright, no problem.
Excuse me, mate. You're not coming.
Close it down, mate. I'll
Hey,
get to
come
the door.
outside, please.
No, stay
If you touch
inside.
me, you get arrested, sir.
Go what?
If you touch me, you're going to get arrested.
I need
Well,
immediate
this
police
wasn't-
assistance, please.
With Osman willing to risk arrest to save his business, will Stuart and Vic be able to resolve this case peacefully?
Can you give way, please?
No, wait.
We're going to get arrested. Oh,
You.
Crewe, Cheshire.
Hi, mate, you alright?
High Court enforcement agents Stuart McCracken and Elmore Victor were at a mobile phone shop to collect a debt from business owner Mr. Olusoji.
We need £3,900. If not, we will be removing goods today, sir.
Whatever, man.
With Mr. Olusoji declining to pay, Stuart and Vic started to remove goods.
What's here? Obviously the boxes for the phones and the 2 monitors at the top.
But then Mr. Olusoji emerged from the back of the shop and claimed the business was no longer his. The man he claimed was the new owner wasn't going to let the goods in the shop go,
They are not going.
Yeah, we are.
And you want to bring them back, please?
No. Close it down, mate.
leaving the agents with a volatile situation on their hands.
Any giveaway, please?
No, wait.
I need immediate police assistance, please.
Stuart calls for police backup.
Why can you possess something that you don't talk to me? Have you ever talked to me?
Police service, please.
How can you just walk in and break everything?
Sir, I've been here before. I need immediate police assistance, please. We have a gentleman that's removing seized goods from the back of the van.
It's not fair what you're doing, you know? At least you have to work with me. We talk about this. Well, you just come and pack stuff like that. You're telling me
That
7 days?
gentleman's known about this. So if he doesn't communicate with you as the business owner, I can't be responsible for that.
In this job, you will get a pack of excuses of why they can't pay or what situation they're in. People that don't own goods claim not to be the defendant. It does get tiring, but it's part of the job. It's a game, isn't it?
Will you stop this thing and we start sorting this thing out now? Does it have to be the full money?
Yes, sir.
No part payment?
No, sir. Full balance. £3,900 and 41 pence.
The agents aren't backing down. Minutes later, the police arrive on the scene.
Afternoon, officers, you okay? Yeah, it's myself at Rang, High Court Enforcement Agents. A gentleman in the grey tracksuit has gone and taken goods out of the van. He's settled down now because he's now realised the fact that the stuff is going. But obviously we just need regards to breach of the peace, guys, because everything's going. Is that all right?
You're happy to carry on?
Yeah, no problem, officer. Thanks very much.
With the police at the premises, the reality of the situation is starting to sink in for Osman.
Can we have a chat, please?
Yeah, of course you can.
This is not my problem.
Yeah.
I understand.
No, I understand that.
Obviously, I don't want the business to stop.
No.
If I pay this money, would I be able to come back at the court? Because
in the next 14 days, if you go to court and the judge says, yeah, you're right, the writ doesn't stand, you get that money refunded.
Mr. Olasoji and Osman go off to try and raise enough money to save the business.
It's funny how quickly the penny drops with someone that's trying to fob you off when they start realizing, hold on a minute, my goods are actually walking out the front door. It's amazing how fast they start digging into their pockets and getting money that they've been telling you for the last 3 hours they haven't got.
Minutes later, Osman returns with over half the money in cash.
39.
Yeah.
41.
count this.
There's 2,000. You want to enter your PIN then? So it's 1,941 on the card, yeah? Yeah, it's gone through.
Right. Guys, can empty it out. That's it sorted now, isn't it? So that's it paid in full. Yeah, okay.
With payment made in full, the goods can be returned to the shop. After a tense confrontation, the case is resolved.
Sadly, this is one of the tactics we've got to use, that when it actually goes onto the van, they actually realise, hang on, we've got to stop messing about now, we've actually got to pay this bill.
Look, it's a serious job, this. We're not going to make jokes about it. If we're telling you we're going to take the goods, we're going to take it.
They might think we're bluffing,
Yeah,
but...
yeah. We're not here to play games, gentlemen.
When people's possessions are at stake, High Court enforcement agents have to think on their feet to get results in highly charged situations. But sometimes debtors will say anything to avoid paying up, as father and son team Delroy and Dale Anglin found out earlier this year.
Sometimes when doing this job, you just have to turn detective to prove the fact that they're lying. It's down to me to dig in and find the evidence to show them that we're not going anywhere. We're not just going to walk back out the door. We're going to have a look and see what's going on.
It's 7:30 p.m. Del and Dale are in Hotton, Essex, to collect nearly £3,000 owed by the owner of an Indian takeaway to a supplier.
Blue Arrow Essex Limited, trading as Bengal Spice.
Okay.
Blue Arrow Essex Limited owns the Bengal Spice takeaway. If its director, Mr. Asif Rayhan, can't or won't pay today, Del and Dale have the right to seize goods from the premises to offset the debt.
mate, you're right. My name's Dale Angler. I'm a High Court enforcement agent. Boys, I have a High Court writ against Blue Arrow Essex Limited.
Blue Arrow Essex Limited.
Yeah.
This is Best Fit.
Best Fit?
Yeah.
How long have you been here?
Nearly 6 months.
6 months.
Probably more than that. No.
When people say to me, it's not this business, I'm not that person, I'm looking for the conflict in their body language and what they're actually saying. Notice little things, little shakes of the hands, their eyes might dilate, and I'm looking for any little betrayal. It makes me start to get suspicious.
The agents need proof. The business is now under new management, as the man claims. Dale starts looking through the firm's bills and paperwork.
Blue Arrow Essex Limited, VAT bill. What else is in there? Bank statements for Blue Arrow.
All the bills and documents are addressed to Blue Arrow Essex Limited, the company named on the writ. There's no sign of Best Fit, so Dell does a quick check on company's house.
You're showing us still trading here anyway as Blue Arrow Essex.
That's this month's bank statement.
It's sending us to here constantly.
So why are you opening their bank statements?
Are you coming wrong places?
No. Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? I'll always follow the paper trail because you can't really dispute the paper trail. The guys in that business, you could see they were being defensive, but I can't just call them a liar. I need to show them why I don't believe them. You need to find the evidence and break down each lie as it comes. So you say you've been here 6 months, so you should be registered for business rates and you should have a lease.
The business rate, we don't pay the business rate.
Who pays it then? Show me the paperwork.
This is not here, but...
I want to see a bill from the council regarding your business rates.
This is not a blue arrow.
Despite the men's protests, Dale and Dell haven't seen any proof that the new company, Best Fit Essex Limited, is now running the takeaway. The agents need to talk to the owner to get the case resolved.
Right, can we get one of the bosses on the phone?
I can't get it.
Huh? You can't get it?
You need to make a phone call now. Why can't you phone the owners?
Why can't you phone one of the bosses? You guys don't want to call the boss, so what it means now... Listen to me, hear me. I've listened to you. I've asked you many times to call the boss. Whoa. You're not the boss, so I don't know why you're talking. But you know what?
Don't talk to me.
As the takeaway staff won't call their boss and can't prove the business isn't the debtor company, Dell and Dale step up the pressure.
What you need to do, you need to turn off all the gas. We're closing everything. We're going to take it today.
No, you can't.
We can.
No, you can't.
Why are you talking to me?
No.
I don't know why you're talking to me. You said don't talk to you.
No, don't push me.
Excuse, I'm not pushing you.
No, don't. You push me.
I'm not pushing you.
No, I'm staying over there, but you pushed me here.
I never pushed you to here. You walked to here. You walked to here.
No, otherwise I'm going to call police.
Call them.
Because...
Call them.
Yeah, of course I'm going to call police.
Then call them. That's fine.
When things got a little bit aggressive in the kitchen, that's another thing that points to the fact that there's more to this than meets the eye. The whole body language at that point changed because we were getting too close to the truth and what was going on.
With such a strong reaction to the agent's presence, Dell and Dale want to find out who the men really are.
Where did you say you live?
I live in London, Italy.
Same as Mr. A. Ryan, yeah? As if Ryan, what's your name?
My name?
Yeah, your name.
My name is Ali. Ali.
You sure?
Yeah.
You got any ID on you? Do you have ID on you? No, you haven't? That's convenient.
Then Dell spots a set of car keys.
I'm holding the keys.
Why are you holding my keys?
Because I wish to hold the keys until we establish what's going on here. So this is your car.
Yeah.
The agents hope that establishing the ownership of the car might reveal whether the man is in fact the director of the company named on the writ, Asif Rayhan. Dale goes out to check the man's car. And finds the insurance documents.
Oh, lovely.
Ali has followed Dale outside.
What's your name?
Ali.
Ali. It's your car, though. Your insurance, yeah?
Sir?
So it's not your insurance? The one that says as if Ryan. No? You're not as if Ryan then? You are as if Ryan.
Yeah, so what?
So now we can talk, yeah? Let's go talk then.
Finally, his deceit is exposed. The man is the debtor after all.
This is as if Ryan. His insurance policy from his car.
Sooner or later, you reach a situation that they realise the game's up. But sometimes, even when I've got the evidence and I'm waving under their noses, they will stick to their guns, regardless of the fact that the evidence is there showing otherwise.
With his lie exposed, Asif still claims that the shop belongs to a new company, Best Fit.
The company is new company.
Okay, so the new company bought all this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I see the receipt and the transaction?
Bill of sale. Show me the bill of sale.
That's new people. New
So you don't have it.
What do you mean?
You don't have a bill of, you don't have a receipt for the new people.
But I don't have any money. Company owes the money.
Listen.
I don't owe the money personally.
But then Dale spots a document addressed to the owner of Best Fit Essex Limited, the new company Asif claims now runs the takeaway. He rings the contact number for the owner named on the document, Mr. Farid Ahmed.
Hello? That's you, yeah? Please.
The call is answered by the other member of staff in the kitchen.
So you're Mr. Ahmed who runs Best Fit Essex Limited, yeah? You're Mr. Ahmed, yeah?
What?
You're Mr. Ahmed, yeah?
Yeah, he was.
You're the contact for this.
Yes,
Please.
he just phoned your number.
I just rang you. I just rang you.
He just phoned you the number.
Hold your phone out.
He just phoned you, innit?
That's your phone number on there.
No, listen.
You know what? I like the way you roll, yeah?
No idea, boss.
No idea. It was laughable that they were sticking to their story, despite the fact that one of the guys there was obviously the owner of the new company. Their sole intention was to avoid paying the debt to the claimant.
With no paperwork to show that Asif has officially transferred his business to Mr. Ahmed and his company Best Fit, the agents have the right to seize the takeaway's assets to cover the debt, unless he can pay.
Can you make this payment as if £2,919.05?
How can I pay them?
Right, no worries. As if we're going to now remove goods to cover the bill.
But there's a problem. It's now 9:30 p.m. Dell calls the office.
We want to do a removal of all the gas fittings. Are we going to get anybody this time of night? Okay, mate, thanks.
It's too late to send a vehicle to collect the kitchen equipment. So the agents decide to throw Asif a lifeline.
Come here. We're going to give you till 12 o'clock tomorrow. We'll give you till midday to pay $2,919. You look confused?
No. 12 o'clock.
Yeah, 12 o'clock.
Give me at least 5 o'clock.
Not 5 o'clock. I'll give you till 2 o'clock.
Okay, 3 o'clock, yeah.
What's wrong with you?
2:30. Find the money, please.
All right.
Okay?
Okay.
The deadline is set. Asif now has just over 17 hours to pay the £3,000 he owes.
Some cases require you to be logical, methodical. You work it out in the end and you find out who they are. And we just don't give up.
Dell and Dale successfully unravelled a web of deceit. But in Dale's next case with Brian O'Shaughnessy, it's not only lies that get in their way, but an absent boss.
Director of the company is currently on a boat.
Oh, lovely. So I haven't.
With debts that are threatening the livelihood of his employees.
How is everyone getting paid if they can't pay anything? So everyone's just working for free? Oh, wow.
UK business growth has seen its biggest fall in the last 3 years. Recent research reveals that 4 out of 10 small businesses will fold after their first 5 years of operation. Stratford, East London. Brian O'Shaughnessy and Dale Anglin are on their way to a mechanical and electrical services company, MEH Facilities Limited.
We're looking for £8,067.83. Oh, well, they're a proper firm, you know. Since 1974.
Can you get out there?
Yes, not bad.
The money is owed to a supplier, and Brian and Dale need to resolve the case today in either cash or goods.
No ramping.
I only want to talk. It's good to talk. It's really important for us to gain entry into a commercial property to assess what assets they have. And it will be the high value end assets. We just target those. Vehicles, plumbing equipment, electrical equipment in electrical commercial property. It all depends on what's in front of us.
Pardon? What's she said?
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Happy days. We got a response. Hello. How are you? Thanks for coming out.
That's all right.
May I ask you who you are?
My name's Kathy. I'm the accounts manager.
Hello. This is Dale. I'm Brian. We're here with the High Court writ.
At the moment, we've got insolvency people dealing with it. That's their number. He said, can you give him a ring?
Fair enough.
Kathy claims the company might be going into liquidation. She's been told by the company's insolvency practitioner not to let any agents in. It's clear that before they can even get into the building, the agents have a tricky obstacle to overcome. Brian calls the insolvency practitioner.
Hi, Simon.
I'll tell you what's going on.
Yeah.
The company is subject to winding up petition.
Right.
The company is in the deep doo-doo, as you'll appreciate.
Yeah.
The business is worth nothing if its trade ceases. We don't think that your writ will be enforceable in these circumstances.
It appears that two of the company's creditors have applied to the courts to force the company into insolvency. The insolvency practitioner believes that this means the writ is not valid, but the case is not due to be heard in court for another 3 weeks. As the company is still trading, the agents are entitled to continue enforcing the writ today.
But we're happy to continue on that basis, yeah?
So continue doing what?
Taking control of goods.
You're going to take goods away?
Yes. What we'll try and do is we'll try and speak to the hierarchy and see what we can resolve and get it done in the right way.
Speak to the hierarchy?
Well, whoever the director of the company.
The director of the company is currently on a boat.
Oh, lovely. It's all right for some, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, exactly. We're not too happy with it either. I mean, my job is obviously...
Yeah.
You're actually going to go in there?
We have powers of entry on commercial premises and we can force it if we wish to do so. But, you know...
I suggest you go away and get those powers before you start threatening to break in. We'll be calling the police if you try.
Well, it's a civil dispute, it's not a criminal element, and we've got powers of entry as High Court enforcement agents. Well, it was great talking to you, Simon.
You're only allowed access when they give you access.
Okay, please read the TC Act 2007. It stipulates exactly what we can and can't do. Have a great day, Simon.
If you could send...
TC Act. No, look at it yourself. TC Act 2007. Thank you very much.
It's in front of me.
Fantastic. Have a good read of it. Have a good day.
Where is it?
Right. He's going to advise him, yeah. I don't talk to Simon anymore.
As the winding up petitions could be thrown out at the court hearing, the agents are entitled to continue enforcing the writ today.
When dealing with solicitors, barristers, paralegals, it can get a little frustrating, but, you know, we know what we can do, we know what we can't do, and unfortunately sometimes we have to tell them the law, because they don't always know the law, especially when it comes to our job. Ultimately, I know my job, I know what I can do, and I'll do it. And there's nothing they're going to say, there's nothing they're going to do that's going to stop me. Okay.
The agents find the door unexpectedly open, so they make peaceful entry.
All right. Hello. All right.
Once inside, the agents need to identify any high-value goods they can seize to cover the £8,000 debt.
So the managing director's off on holiday and he's after you guys to deal with it, was he? Charming.
Kathy shows Brian and Dale around the building.
Conference room. Oh, service.
hold. Please don't take the server.
We'll take it.
Yeah?
Effectively, the actions that we're going to have to do today will effectively shut this business.
They will.
With nothing of high value in the office, it's clear the agents will need to take drastic measures.
What are you taking?
Everything, more or less.
Yeah?
We have to.
All right.
For us to actually cover this bill, we're looking at emptying the building. We're effectively putting you guys out of a job if we do this.
If the agents enforce the writ, it will put the company out of business today. Their only hope is to try and get hold of the director, currently away on a Mediterranean cruise, to see whether he can pay off the debt.
Is there any way of getting hold of the director when he's away?
I've tried texting him.
I think if you're an owner of a business and you're going to just leave your staff to deal with the mess that you've put them in, I think it's unacceptable. As it stands, they're under enough stress as it is because potentially they could be out of a job by the next day, and you've left them to deal with all this stress as well. I just don't think it's right. The last thing we want to do is empty everything out of it, but we're sort of getting left in a position where we literally have no other choice.
With the removal of business assets looking inevitable, the agents quiz Kathy about the company's current outgoings.
So how is everyone getting paid if they can't pay anything? So everyone's just working for free? Oh, wow.
What would we say? It's to our friendship in this room, not to nobody else.
Yeah. Because I've worked here 39 years.
How long?
It appears that Kathy has been more than loyal to the company she's worked for most of her adult life.
Don't keep and take the materials or whatever, but I can show you of my bank that I've been paying for
I don't disbelieve anything you're telling me today. I think you've been the only honest person that's been straight and forward with us.
I've been paying for the
Yeah?
material. I've got my glasses on.
Why are you paying for it out of interest?
Because I've
she's
worked
too
here.
nice.
How much are you paying out?
Mum's getting every summer I've worn a change was about £1,400.
So you've probably done the best part of 10 grand already.
So hang on a minute, let me get this straight. You've put £10,000 out of your money into this business that can't pay you wages, can't pay anybody any money.
You ain't got to tell her. We're doing it.
Trust me.
Trust me.
It's a little heart-wrenching, really. They've got 6 or 7 of them in there, and you know, they're upset. I don't bloody blame them, to be quite honest. They're trying to do their best for the company and to keep it going, and you know, they've got families to feed, they've got mortgages to pay. Putting people out of work, stopping them from earning a wage, and you know, it doesn't really sit nice with me, to be quite honest.
Brian and Dale now need to decide if they're going to seize assets that will close the business overnight.
If you take the gear, it's not going to cover, no, it's going to cover the removal of that. That's what it's going to cover.
There's not a lot there.
There's nothing here, bro. Alright?
Yeah.
I'll do that afterwards.
It's clear that even seizing all the assets might not cover the £8,000 debt. The agents decide to take no further action today.
Okay, guys. Right. I'll let Dale give you the good news.
Yeah, we're not going to do anything today. We're going to leave.
I have the utmost respect for staff members in a company going through difficult times. They show nothing but loyalty, respect for that business, but yet the hierarchy can't do the same. And for me, you know, they go up in my estimations, and I'll do the best I can for them because I want to. They're the victims. Well, that's commendable. And I think the way you guys have stuck here together has been pretty amazing, and it's been quite touching for me to look at. Yeah. No, I'm serious. I'm serious. You know what? I deal with all sorts in life, and we're after the people that don't want to pay. Yeah? All right? Listen, I'll leave you to it.
Cheers.
Be good.
Cheers, mate.
For me, you know, if I was in that director's position, I'd be here. I'd be dealing with this situation, or I'd have someone doing it. I wouldn't let myself.
Sink with the ship. Sink with the ship. It's your ship.
There we go.
It's your ship, mate.
That's it, we're done today, mate.
Absent debtors are a frustration for High Court enforcement agents. But on some jobs, there's far more at risk. Abuse and physical threats against agents are on the rise. As Paul and Steve found out earlier this year, when they tackled one of the largest mass evictions they've ever carried out.
When you're going to a job and it involves more than one family, you have to be aware of all the people that are around you. People can be coming at you from all angles. The threat of injury is always there.
It's early morning, and Paul and Steve are heading to Birmingham to carry out an eviction.
We're about to repossess part of a car park which has been settled on by, allegedly, 28 travellers' caravans.
The travellers they're evicting today were moved from the same site more than a year ago. But they've now returned, and Paul's expecting a hostile reaction.
Police will be in attendance. It's not going to be an easy ride.
Because of the scale of the eviction, agents Stuart McCracken and Elmore Victor are also on the case. Paul briefs the team in a car park near the site.
What we'd prefer to do is just to go in quietly, do a walkabout as we always do. If it all goes wrong, just pull back and we'll wait for reinforcements.
But then a van pulls up.
All right, thank you.
What's going on?
The possibilities are that we're coming to move you down the road. If you want the true answer, yeah.
You're going to try and move us?
Yeah.
No.
Well, normal.
It's a High Court issue, is it?
It is, yeah. It started.
Once we were spotted, we had to get down to the site as quick as possible because the travellers could have got more recruits and the situation could have got really dangerous.
That would be it, and the entrance is there on the left, I think, yeah.
The travellers are camped illegally on a former government vehicle testing site. Paul and the team need to notify them they have an hour to clear the premises. But as soon as they enter the site, the van they encountered earlier pulls up.
Morning, sir.
If we don't go, what's the options?
They're sending a wrecker truck down and they'll drag you off within the hour. Do you want us to walk around and knock on the doors, or you?
No, there's dogs down there. You get bitten. Now, I'm only here to tell you right from wrong. There's a load of kids here. You can't take the law into yours and all.
No. We want to do this nicely and together.
The agents start the eviction and notify the rest of the travellers.
Sorry to get you out of bed. It's a High Court eviction notice.
Yeah, so that'll do by when?
Midday.
Okay, we'll be out of here, thank you.
All right, okay.
So far, the travellers seem to be cooperating.
We'd like everybody to be gone by 12.
That's just plenty of time.
But then, the situation suddenly changes.
Watch out, guys. Well,
The agents are now under attack. They'll have to act quickly to keep this unpredictable eviction on track. High Court enforcement agents Paul Bowhill and Steve Pinner were in Birmingham to evict a group of travellers who were camped illegally on a former vehicle testing site.
What we would like you to do is to get everybody together and move along.
Together with agents Stuart McCracken and Elmore Victor, they had 28 caravans to move. It all seemed to be going well.
We'd like everybody to be gone by 12.
That's just plenty of time.
But then the mood changed. And the situation turned violent.
watch out, guys.
Just a minute, I'll have an opportunity to get a good piece of kit out. It's always a youngster who starts making a fuss.
Yeah. Trying to make a name for himself.
Watch out, guys.
If they did their part and kept it
Come on,
clean...
Steve.
That was a brick.
children see us as a threat, which is to them what we are, and they rebel in the way they know, so they want to get rid of us, so they throw things at us.
Could you do me a big favour? Ask the boys not to do this. Here, Johnny!
Whether it's half a brick from an adult or half a brick from a child, it's still half a brick. The threat is still there.
Watch out, guys.
The riot shield may look over the top, but do I hold up a riot shield, a dustbin lid, or carry a bag? You know, it's going to be the shield every time.
Look out for them throwing things on the way past. What was it?
Glass bottle.
If the kids start throwing stones or damaging the vehicles, they don't have to take direct responsibility for it. You can't prosecute children like under 10 years old anyway. So the kids they've got free rein. So we were ready for the stones.
Oh, eggs.
As the situation is unpredictable, the police arrive. Paul asked them to come onto the site as a precaution.
Hello, sir. The kids are starting to get arsey now and throwing stones. Oh, if you're pulling the yard, it would be helpful. We do at all costs, and I can't stress this enough, at all costs we avoid physical confrontation. If the police are there, they do appear to have a calming effect, and we'll carry on with eviction.
With the police on site, the atmosphere calms down, and some of the caravans begin to leave.
Is everybody okay?
Yeah, everything's fine. They are going peacefully, except for the kids. It's always the kids, isn't it? Are all the other vans going to go, do you know?
Yeah, but there's not enough tow bars.
No, that's okay. That's okay. I just didn't know if there was going to be any left, that was all.
No, there's no one, but I haven't got enough tow bars.
Okay.
We're just going to have to go and come back.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you.
But some of the travellers don't want to go quietly.
High enforcement as well, you high jackass. Yes, smelly boomer.
Finally, the last of the travellers leave.
So have a quick look now.
Stuart and Vic assess the damage left behind.
Oh, God, that's vile. Smells of urine. Friggin' hell. Stinks. All the windows have been smashed.
But this is the problem. This is what they leave behind. One big mess.
It's worse down here. That's where they've been dumping all the rubbish from, like, tarmacking and trees and, you know, all the general rubbish from work. Look at the devastation that they leave behind. It's going to cost thousands and thousands and thousands to put this right.
The eviction is complete.
When they all decided to muster together, they all left pretty quickly. The last truck or whichever, they threw one more bottle as a parting gift. But at the end of the day, nobody got physically hurt in any way, and it was a good job.
See you later, guys.
Take care, lads.
Take it easy.
Safe journey.
Next time,
I've never taken gold before.
in another Can't Pay special.
She needs to leave the property today.
No phone calls either.
The High Court enforcement agents find out what's really going on behind Britain's front doors
You didn't think he was going to live? We are genuinely concerned.
as they make some of the most surprising discoveries of their careers.
I don't want to touch that. I think you better call the old bill.
And that call will be being made next Wednesday at 9. Blood pressure is on the rise and it's all down to high fences and breaking parking rules. New Nightmare Neighbour Next Door tomorrow at 8. Next on Channel 5, For Some Telling Lies comes far too naturally, which is why Paul Connolly is going undercover to expose the benefit cheats.